bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay on my side. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime, give some access service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning.
I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl.
Thank you that you did not pop.
I'm so happy that you didn't pop.
I'm so glad that you did not pop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Don't pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Let me know if you can hear me, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can you hear your dear pointer? Let me know in the comments. Check. It looks like things are working. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Welcome once again. We've been doing it consistently, going live and wanting our real ones to find real ones in such a spectacular fashion. I'm excited, elated, and ecstatic for this evening. We have some special things happening. It is what it is when it comes to a real one. It is what it is, and I'm so happy to have everybody here tonight. We set a goal. We want to drop 2 episodes next week. We want to drop 2 episodes next week. So we set a goal about super chats. If you send in a super chat, then that'll be super. That'll be super chat. Get it? I know people keep saying chat. Anyway, yeah, that'll be super if you hook us up with that. But then also, if you want to make sure we get the full amount so YouTube doesn't take too vicious of a cut, they do, you can hook us up. PayPal. Then there's Cash App. Then there's Venmo. Yeah, very good. And then you could go on our website and get the greatest T-shirt ever, the Living in America Tour T-shirt. We only have a few of those left. They're technically all gone, but we got some extras going. But folks, I don't want to delay things too long. We're going to swing it back to a different format of sorts. I have some kings here who are we're just going to converse. They're going to tell the world how much of a real one they are. And then we did pin the link to this wonderful experience at the top of the chat. We did pin the link. So if you see a real one that is interesting to you and you want to converse with that real one and talk to them nice, click that link and that real one may want to talk back to you. Okay, so the link is there, pinned and ready to go. So one more time, make sure you support the Last Talk Show and more than you already do. Some of you are just real ones and you hook us up on the regular and we appreciate that. Well, we have a king here. We have a king that is ready to go. I want to talk with this real one. We're just going to connect in a unique way. He's going to pitch himself, right? And we have some wonderful people watching that may want to hear from this wonderful real one. I know I want to hear with him and converse. So I'm going to have this king come in. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, kind sir, out there in the universe. Winston, are you ready? Can you hear me, Winston? All right, maybe. Oh, great. Okay, let's go for it. We're going to have a king come on. It's a little different tonight. We've been having weeks of action, and we just want to keep the fire burning in the Last Talk Show of action. So here we go. I've got Winston here. Winston, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. Welcome to this A Real One virtual experience. And I want you to share where you're located, your age, and what you do.
Well, I'm 35 years old. I'm located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I'm a host at a restaurant. So for the high-end dinner service, I'm your man to hook up your reservation, and then we'll see you in for your special events, your birthdays and anniversaries are extra special for us.
That is awesome, my brother. Okay, well, we're so happy to have you on virtual tonight. We have people watching. The beauty of this live experience are people are watching live. People will watch later. Sometimes clips get posted and they seem to go viral. Now, tell us what makes you a real one, Winston.
Well, etiquette is, of course, important to me. I think I'm a real Southern gentleman. I'm very educated and erudite. Means I know what words like erudite mean.
No, I like that. No, my vernacular, they typically like, a little seasoning on this. You added a little seasoning to that. Okay. Now, what are you looking for in a real one?
I'm going to hope that my next relationship ends with marriage for the long haul so that we can begin to really grow and build together.
That's beautiful. Okay. Now, in relationships, as you know, there are heartbreakers, there are deal breakers, there are things that make you pop, pop, pop a balloon. What would make you, I'll show you this little cool effect that we use sometimes. What would make you do something like that? What would make you pop a balloon?
Right off, I just really think that smoking is gross. So that's not going to fly with me here. I've been sober for the last 7 years. So I understand that there could be like an element to recovery culture. Maybe it's a little out of fashion, but just maintaining a sort of like, I'm not going to go out every weekend and party hard.
Okay. Okay. Very valid. So now when you say smoking, do you mean cigarettes, obviously?
Everything.
Is the devil's lettuce included?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also both cigarettes and devil's lettuce.
And vaping, because it's just an extension of whatever kinds of oils and things that you probably shouldn't take into your body.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
I've done a lot to volunteer my time with forestry. So there's not just hiking included with that, but if you go and find biodiversity to be pretty important, it is. But you do have to remove invasive species, things like Japanese roses that we brought in because they were pretty, but it just chokes the life out of other things, so they don't get a chance.
Wow. You're going deep, my boy. Dang, those are some terms I haven't heard since high school. Biodiversity, man, I'm feeling like I'm going back to science class. That's remarkable, Winston. Okay. Now, I do have a queen that is here, and this is the beauty of this format. We just get to talk. She's going to share who she is. Whether y'all connect or not, then we just keep moving this thing along, but it's a beautiful experience. So I want to see if this queen is ready, perhaps, because you shared a little bit about yourself. Miss KC, are you ready? Or beautiful. I'm gonna have this lovely lady log on, and we're just gonna talk and see what happens. I have Miss Casey here. Hello, lovely lady. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Good. Welcome to a real one, real time. Would you share with the people watching and this gentleman your name, your age, and what you do, and where you're located?
Sure. I'm Casey. I am 33 years old. I reside in New Hampshire and I work a corporate job, a 9 to 5. So I'll just share that.
Okay. Okay. Now, corporate normally means some high end little things happening here.
You
That's beautiful. I'm
can
just
say
saying.
that. It could be higher, but you can say that.
Queen, I understand. But this brother is a high end brother. He was talking about some things on the beauty of that kind of thing. Now, share with us what makes you a real one, Casey.
What makes me a real one is that I'm an authentic person. I always say that my beauty is just the icing on the cake. What really makes me a great person is my heart. I'm caring. I'm passionate. I'm empathetic. And so I would say that would make me a real one.
I love that. Now, what would you say you're looking for in a real one?
I would say I'm looking for a God fearing man. One, you must have a relationship with God and not just have that little bio that says, I love Jesus in your bio. Like, really walk the walk and talk the talk, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I'm looking for someone who's emotionally intelligent. If you have a bad temper, you're not for me. I'm looking for someone who knows how to communicate when they're angry, upset, mad, sad. I'm looking for a great communicator, and also someone who's financially stable. And I would say those are some quality and traits I'm looking for in a real one.
That's beautiful. Okay. Now, in terms of fun, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm very adventurous and I'm a foodie.
Hmm.
I'm a pescatarian, but I love trying different restaurants. I love traveling out of the country or domestically. I've been to like Italy and quite a few other countries, the Bahamas, Barbados. I've been quite a few places overseas. I like outdoors. I like to go kayaking. I like to just go for a nice long walk or stroll or run. So those are some of the things that I like to do.
That's beautiful. And then I'm going to ask you, as I ask this king here, what are some things that make you pop, pop, pop in a relationship? If you weren't feeling this kind of thing, this would come up, and you'd break a heart.
A bad communicator, pop. A bad temper, pop.
I'm trying to
An
type.
atheist or anyone who's agnostic, pop. And someone who's not financially stable, I think I'm past the stage of life of like, helping a man get to where he's going. And I understand sometimes we reinvent ourselves, right? And we may start a new career path. And I get that, but I'm definitely looking for someone who's kind of like stable in their life and ready to settle down and even potentially start a family.
Very valid. Okay. Okay. Well, I want to start to cut across this virtual field and see did you hear anything that Winston shared, Casey?
I joined a little bit late, but I did hear something like he doesn't like anyone who smokes or vapes. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Correct.
Okay.
Do
Yes, and I
you?
don't do any of that. I
Okay.
don't even really drink. I'd say last year I probably drank on one occasion.
One occasion. Wow, that's better than the deal. They had 2 occasions, day and night. Y'all are too young for that. Now, I want to ask Winston. I want to be very direct because it's a real one. Winston, what would you say religious-wise? Miss Casey made it pretty clear that she is not looking for anyone of the A's. They have agnostic, atheist, all that stuff.
Yep.
Where are you religious-wise?
I gotta tell you that there is an element of something that can frustrate me. I grew up around the South here, and there are my neighbors are Christians and my family are Christians, but I do see a lot of the hypocrisy of watered down Christianity. And I could never be a watered down Christian. So I have a Bible and things that I do take seriously, but not literally about Judeo-Christian religious like traditions. But I don't have a relationship like that.
Okay, now go a little deeper. So you're saying from people around you in your environment, you see a lot of hypocrites, for keeping it real.
Mhm.
So you're saying you're not that type. You're not a hypocrite, but you also don't have the strongest relationship with Jesus Christ.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So you
Um,
kind of know of God, but not necessarily like following him wholeheartedly.
I would say I was raised religious, and then there's lots of people who cherry pick the things that they like about that book.
Okay.
okay. But what about for you? So what about for you? You're not a cherry picker. So does that mean your worldview? What's your worldview?
So there's like a background where I've read about comparative religion and concepts like Buddhism or Hindu, where a concept like Avatar is a god, a deity coming down and being a man. And so I was like, okay, so that is something that was like tracked across Christianity, and they take this piece of that, and even like the tradition of the Catholic Church to say that we're going to take your winter solstice and Yule tradition that was a pagan holiday, but kind of gussy it up with the imagery and iconography of our church. So I just took a big bite out of it, and it is always kind of rings hollow for me.
Okay, so I think we're getting closer to a. I think I get the answer. I think Casey, how does that work for you? Okay, all right, and I think that's the kind of the mutual feeling. But you know what's funny? I do want to add. Oh, I don't think y'all hear the sound effect. Man, I paid $84 for that sound effect. Oh, there we go. There it goes. I was waiting for the sound effect. And now it's not working. Okay, anyway, very interesting. I want to ask the both of you though. Now, God gave us eyes for a reason. So the attraction piece of the aesthetic. I'll start with Winston. Winston, is Casey someone that's your type?
I can't even see her, so I don't know what's going on.
You can't see? Black
No.
Queen? Is it blurry or is it too small?
You, Pointer, and Miss Casey are black screens for me.
What? Wow. Well, we both are black, just so you know that. So maybe that's part of the dynamic. Based on what you heard, I think that's important too. Obviously, we could have dragged out the process and made it to where that one Netflix show that needs to sponsor us, where you don't see the person. There's some disabled abilities there. From what you heard, is she your type?
No, not from what I heard.
Okay. What makes you kind of answered it, but I'll ask it in a different way. What is your ideal type then?
To me, settling down and collaborating on a life isn't something that can be a capstone where you say, like, I have my career and I have this and that, and I just need to add a person. So I'm ready to build with someone.
Okay. Awesome. Let me swing it to Casey. Casey, you can see him. Can you see Winston?
I can.
Okay. Aesthetically, is he someone that's your type?
Well, before I answer that, Winston, may I ask what is your ethnicity?
I'm a lot of Eastern European. There's like an ancestor in my family from India, but I'm mostly German.
Okay. I will say no. I typically date brothers and stay within my race. I am maybe open, but I'll be honest. I like to date African American men. And then from what I've heard, I don't think he's my type as well.
Okay. All right. Well, both of you are real ones, and I really appreciate that. Now let's say you kind of alluded to it already, Casey, but if you didn't see what he looked like, from some of the stuff he said, besides the religious piece, still no. Okay.
Can you see me? You can see me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So tell me then, what would be your, like you said, besides the aesthetics, what would make someone besides the religious piece your type?
Well, religious piece is like number one for me.
That's everything.
So if you can't check that off, then you really can't do much for me. And like I said, I like to preferably like date brothers. And I think perhaps maybe me saying that I want a man who's financially stable and ready to settle down. It sounds like he's ready to grow with someone and maybe figuring things out. So we're just not aligned in many ways, and that's okay.
And that is okay. And that's the beauty of the Real One search. So what I'm going to do is kind of alternate between the two of you. Now, we put the link. People watching, we have more opportunities for people to call in. Someone that works for me didn't do the best job of outreach this week, so they'll be fired. But for the both of you, I actually have questions for the both of you separately. So Winston, I'm going to have you go back really quick. I'm going to ask Casey some dating questions. Then I'm going to flip it to you, Winston, and ask you. So hold tight for me. And then more people will most likely call in as they do. So you hold tight for me, Winston. Now, KC, tell me where are you located?
In New Hampshire, on the East Coast.
On the East Coast. Now, my man Winston and many other people, we have people watching all over the world, technically. Long distance, how does that work for you in terms of how far someone can be to where you're willing to invest in that relationship?
I will say I've never had a long distance relationship, but I am open to it. I've heard some great successful stories of people meeting, and one lived on the East Coast and one lived on the West Coast. So I'm open to it. I preferably like not to have them maybe like 6 hours away, like living in Cali of some sorts, but like maybe like 3 to 4 hour plane ride max, or neighboring states, like New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, that would be helpful as well.
Okay. Okay. What is the dating? And that's funny. New Hampshire is a state we have not traveled through and traversed through on our tour. What is dating like in New Hampshire?
It's very interesting. I will say that typically I date people from like neighboring states, per se, because the dating scene here is, I don't know, something in the New Hampshire water where people here are very, how do I say this? Weird. And
Oh,
so I'm not originally from here. So I just, I'm here looking for love. I'm open to long distance, but I don't really like the dating scene here so much.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I want to ask Winston, though. Well, I don't want to keep doing too much flip flopping, but I do want to ask Winston those questions. But before I go back to Winston, I want to ask you, uh, when was your last relationship?
My last relationship, I ended it on December 11th of 2024. So
Mm,
that's about a year and some change now that I've been single.
yeah.
And I've just been taking the last year to heal, to kind of just really see where I went wrong there and to figure out what I want. And so I've been doing that, and I'm ready to date and hop back on the dating scene.
Okay. One or two more questions before I swing it to Winston. In
Yeah.
terms of dating apps, have you utilized those in the New Hampshire or even, of course, neighboring states area?
I did one. I will say it's really overwhelming. Majority of the men, I've just X'd them all out. Um, Sorry. Did my thing log us out? There we go.
Oh, you're good.
I have a timer on for like social media apps, and it let me know that I'm over my time.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to get better at that.
That's good.
But I will say it's overwhelming. There's just a lot of people that don't fit like what I'm looking for. And then there's just like a lot of likes or messages coming in. And so I don't really use it. But I do have one. I won't say which one, but I do have one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're not sponsoring us, so I'm glad you didn't say it.
Okay.
They need to stay up. But okay, so yeah, dating apps up and down. Casey, I'm gonna have you come back on in a minute because we have some brothers that are going. They claim they're going to be logging in, but the brothers are. The dating scene, I want to let you know, I want to encourage you, maybe, or discourage you. I don't want to discourage, but the dating scene pretty much is bad everywhere. So it's not just the New Hampshire water. Literally, the water in New Jersey just tasted awful. And I mean physically, the water. Something was up to where I literally was researching what's wrong with this water. But anyway, Casey, I'm going to have you come back because we have a few more questions for you, and we'll see if other brothers call in. But you hold tight, and I'm going to have Winston swing back and ask Winston those questions. Winston, you heard some of those questions I asked. I wanted to start with you. Tell us again where you're located.
So my location is in East Tennessee in Gatlinburg. It's a touristy spot. We're close to Dollywood.
But what is Dollywood?
Dolly Parton has invested a lot in the community. So her Dollywood Park is, I think, probably the largest theme park next to the ones you think of like Disney, Orlando.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm just so, me and Dolly, we're close, but not close enough for me to know all that information. Now, what is the dating scene like for you? We were in Nashville and had some very iconic episodes drop and some viral moments, but what's the dating like where you are?
Well, I have to head into Knoxville about an hour away to hit a city where there's any prospects, I would say. because in Gatlinburg, there's about 5,000 permanent residents.
Okay, pretty small little town, little quaint little.
Mhm.
Did you grow up there?
Tourism.
Did you grow up in the city you're in?
No, I didn't. I was born in Michigan, and I kind of moved back and forth. Kind of grew up in North Carolina.
Okay.
A bit of the education, but not the accent of to be an authentic Southern gentleman.
Got it. Okay, interesting. So in terms of, I know I asked Casey this question, I want to ask you, in terms of distance, when it comes to long distance, because this virtual show, people will say, Pointer, I'll do long distance. Then when they're actually here, and even if they really like the person, I normally get different responses. So how does long distance work for you?
I have had experiences with long distance. I mean, it was easier probably in like 2010 than it is now. But it was that I kind of invested into European women in Ukraine and spoke with some of them for a period of time. And then I went to go see one.
In Ukraine?
Yeah.
Whoa, my boy, international with it. What? How did you connect with a Ukrainian baddie?
They have those services that are geared towards marriage. So it was just like getting the wedding agency or whatever you want to call it, the agency to connect ladies.
Wow. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. So, but you got close.
No.
Oh, okay.
We spent some time talking and realized that there wasn't enough alignment.
Got it. Okay. And that's so important to do in the dating stage, folks. You just dropped a truth bomb, Winston, because people need to make sure they're aligned before they steal the wine, spill the wine, take their girl, whatever. Okay. One final question I wanted to ask you, and then we'll switch back to Casey. And then if more people don't call in, I'm not going to hold y'all hostage. I just appreciate y'all so much. And like I said, someone's getting fired. In terms of dating apps, do you utilize dating apps, Winston?
I have from time to time, and something caused I think it's just because I switched my phone number. Some of the accounts are locked, and some of them I just don't bother with anymore.
Okay. All right. Do you think that would make the dating search a little more effective and worthwhile for you if you were to somehow get back on those apps?
No, it was not so long ago that I was still trying, and that if you don't have a lot of traction in the app, like it doesn't matter if 100 million people downloaded the main dating app, if nobody sees alignment with what they do see.
It's all about the alignment. I love you using that word. I'm big on that word. Okay. Well, thank you, Winston. I might have you come back on one more time. We're waiting on some real ones to possibly call in, but you never know what you're going to get on in the dating pool. And wherever we are. So you give us a second, Winston, and then I'm going to have maybe Casey come back on really quick. But folks, keep this in mind. And I think it's really important as we have these two real ones that are on. Dating is tough these days. And I have some really big announcements for what's coming soon this year in regards to how dating might be a little bit more effective. Because where you are, I'll be honest, especially if you're open to long distance, like Casey said, Eastern Seaboard, we've got Mr. Winston here that's willing to go international low-key as long as you're still aligned. But you gotta make sure that there's that connection out the gate. Anyway, I won't give too many dating tips just yet. But Casey, are you ready? Casey, are you ready to come back on? Because I have a few more questions for these wonderful individuals. Okay, Casey, let's go for a question like this, which is quite important, some would say. What is your love language?
I will say my love language is acts of service and words of affirmation. I think a lot of men tend to go like the gift route with me, but I like when a man like does stuff for me and like relieves me of some responsibility. And I like when a man like, continuously tells me, that you're beautiful and you're the woman for me. So those would be my two love languages.
Okay. Now tell me this. Is there a specific way you like to love your partner? For example, yeah, I think you get it. Yeah.
Like in regards to the love languages or just in general?
In regard to the love languages, and the reason I ask really quick is because so many will assert their love languages and place them onto someone else, which can be greenish, but also a little yellowish, reddish. So I kind of want to get your thoughts on, is there a specific way you like to love your partner? Or are you open to loving them how they want to be loved?
I'll be honest. And early on in like dating someone or getting to know someone, I typically ask them what their love language is, and I feel like most men I date, it's physical touch, and so they just want to hug, rub their head, after a long day. So I kind of just see like what their love language is. But I always give like words of affirmation. I think no matter who I'm dating, that's something that I give, and I think that's appreciated as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and that's a funny talking point. I think that came up last week on our live because the physical touch love language is one that gets mixed reactions, especially of course from the queens. Do you think do they just mean a rub on the head, Casey? In your experience, do they just mean, oh, just rub my head at night, or are they wanting something else?
It could be the both of them. They just want to rub on the head or they want something else. But I think like men, like if we're in the same house or we're hanging out for hours and I never touched you, never touched your hand, never rubbed your shoulder, never like touched your head, like they're gonna think in their minds like, am I even hanging out with my girlfriend? Do I even have a girlfriend? I don't know what goes through a man's mind, but like if you don't touch them, just from my experience, they think like something's wrong or I'm mad at them. So I
Mm,
think like sometimes it's as simple as, a rub on the head, and sometimes it's simple as more.
yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think as someone was expressing recently, a queen, where it was like, it just makes it seem like the focus is too much on sex and a sexual nature. Because a lot of the times, and I am definitely want to get Winston's perspective on this in a second, but a lot of men lead with that. They lead with, I want some action. And it's just like, for the queens, how do you feel about that as a queen who you've got all your business together, you're handling your thing? If a man leads with that, and I don't even mean straight up trying to do anything with you, but just expressing sexuality, how do you feel with that?
If a man leads with that, he's not the man for me. I
Mm.
will be honest and say that I carry myself in a way that men don't typically lead with that. I like to be courted. I like to go on dates. I like to get to know someone. And of course, there's been times where it's led to that. I will say at this point in my life, I am practicing celibacy. So that's also something that a man has to be okay with. But a man doesn't lead with that with me. That wouldn't get you very far. You'd get
Yeah.
blocked instantly.
There are so many different instances that I get, as some people will share anecdotes with me and stuff. And there was a queen, similar to yourself, successful doing her thing, and a random dude that knew her many years ago slides in her DMs and is so busy complimenting her on how she looks. And it's, oh, you've glowed up so much and blah blah blah, and oh, that thing in the back is thinging, and I'm already like, okay, that's already kind of a red flag. That's not what most women want to hear. I don't think. Casey, do they want to hear about how voluptuous they look on a first intro after 10 years of not talking?
I feel like, speaking about how voluptuous a woman is isn't as great of a compliment as I'd rather hear like you're beautiful, you're stunning, you look nice today, like something like that. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear anything about like my physical until it gets to that point. I feel like men kind of go there too soon and it turns women off. So I don't really kind of like leading with those compliments either.
And I thank you for that. And that's exactly what I'm hoping people out there listening, especially the brothers that are watching, you got to listen to the queens on what they want and don't want, because that's the only way we're going to get the W. I tell the brothers a lot, actually. I'm like, unless you're going to, and people, I'll get canceled for saying this, Casey, so forgive me, but unless the men want to turn gay, they have to either straighten up. They have to do what the queens want, because if not, what you gonna do? I mean, for real. I just, but they'll cancel me for that. But Casey, you're amazing. Let me swing it back to Winston really quick. I just want to ask him, and then I might have to transition into a different segment. But you are a real one. Don't go yet, because I might have a few more questions.
Okay.
I'm a yapper. That's the name of this account, The Last Talk Show. So give me a second, and then let's have Winston come back on. My boy Winston. I'm waiting on people to call in, but I want to ask you similar questions. What is your love language? And
My love language, you guys kind of nailed this one to the wall, and I'll think on it. But physical touch is tremendously important to me, with acts of service as well. And so, learning to speak my partner's love language is a point that you brought up. But how I show love is generally just like cooking for you or fixing something for you. I want to do that for you.
and those
But
are
like pouring myself out fills me up.
That's awesome. Wow. Wow. And I see that. So hearing even what we were just conversing about, and there's nothing wrong. And I think, Winston, you know that because you're a Roland, but there's nothing wrong with having physical touch as a love language that you state boldly. It's like, yeah, physical touch is. What does that include for you? What does
I
physical
mean,
mean?
I have a bit of the same, like my partner, I want to cherish them the way that Gomez Adams cherishes his wife Morticia. I've got to touch you. I've got to be on you.
Okay. Okay. But that doesn't have to mean the freaky deaky time? Could that just mean like, hey, I just want
Well,
to
Morticia never tells Gomez no. She just says later.
Right. Right.
So
This is a
if
really
my partner is somebody who withholds, I wouldn't think that would work.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have Casey come back on really quick. And this is not, the connection piece is done, but I just see, a wonderful king and a wonderful queen. And I want to ask first, I'm going to ask Casey and see if Winston agrees. Casey, how soon is it okay for a man to be physical and nothing sex based, just physical?
I would say like a first date, a hug or so, and then I feel like you kind of just feel the vibe from there. It could progress to a kiss on the next date. It could take a while. I think it's just kind of a case by case basis. There's no like clear cut answer, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Winston, when do you like to show the physicality of how you're feeling?
And that a first date could be something where it is a little bit physical. I tend to fall back on either like putt golf or bowling so that we have a physical activity. We've got an opportunity to see how like competitive and other aspects this other person is. And we've got to think about what's the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my dating tip. Go bowling.
Okay.
And when you say physical, do you mean you're talking about like
No,
showing
I mean,
affection, or are you talking
if
about like
they're
physical
closing themselves
activities?
off physically on the first date, it could be nerves, it could be any number of things. But if like when you're talking about like, are we going to go steady? Are we going to be committed? Then it's like, because I don't have a ton of like past experiences, but I've got enough that were had some longevity to it. So then you did get physical. And to that, it was trying not to, it's just body language, just reading the situation. And then whatever they're comfortable with is like, okay, now I can go to this mark or whatever. We're not trying to score the touchdown right away.
Right. In terms of physical touch, though, not physical activity, Winston, but in terms of when do you feel comfortable reaching for her hand? When do you feel comfortable giving that hug? Is that on a first date?
I've had, generally speaking, like a hug at the first date was what was found to be appropriate by both of us. And things can, with me, sometimes what I've had experiences with escalate from there. And it goes relatively quickly because I shut things off. Like if it was just like, if this or that was off, it's just like, okay, well, this is no like second date situation here.
Okay. Okay. So I think both of you are agreeing it's a case by case basis. There's no, that's the beauty of dating. It's so nuanced. There may not always be a right or wrong. It's like, look, I mean, I personally would never say, never mind. We won't get too crazy. Both of you are amazing. I don't want to hold you much longer because we're going to transition, but I want everyone watching to know both of them entered their usernames as their Instagram handles. Is that correct, Winston and Casey? Okay, perfect. So if anyone watching, and this, gets more views as it gets posted and stuff, you can slide in their DMs. Are y'all okay with people? I think most men are okay with that. Casey?
Yeah, and I'd love to come back if you get
I
some
want you
brothers
back.
on here in a future episode. I'll rejoin it.
You will definitely be back. I feel like this person who is going to be fired soon. They just didn't do what they were supposed to do because it's a lot going on in the Last Talk Show universe. But you'll definitely be back. And then Winston, same for you. If we can get some, more, I don't know. agnostic, not Judeo-Christian, whatever the case. I want to hook both of you up to make sure you find your real one. Okay. So we thank you both for coming on. Your real ones.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Y'all both have great nights. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Winston. Thank you, Casey. We did it. Okay, folks, at 7 p.m., I'm going to kind of get it ready. Now, these two real ones that are coming, I'm excited. I'm excited for them. It's a very unique segment, and I'll hype it up in a few minutes. But first, we're going to actually do kind of a review. So don't go too far. Just stay in my sight, as the songwriter said, because I want to help connect two real ones that one you've seen before. One you have seen before. I'm doing something I've never done before, so it's a special night. That's why the focus was that tonight. And I think the person who's getting, waxed secured them, but they forgot that we had a part one. So I might show mercy. We'll see what happens. But what I do want you to see is an episode that a lot of people missed out on. A lot of people, they don't go back in a real one history and review some of the things that are happening in the show's past. So I want to look at one of the most iconic episodes that should have really went booming. It should have went nuts. And due to, the elevation rate of a real one in the last talk show, it will resurface and you will see some of these kings again. Some of you will have seen this before, and some of you are a little newer to the real one family. So look at how real these real ones are. Check this out.
My name is Jesse. I'm 25 years old, and I am looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Moth. I'm 21 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm 40, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi there. My name is Chinu Lore. I'm 27 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm 26 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Avery. I'm 21 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Lungi. I'm 27 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hey, I'm Sam Humphrey. I'm 30 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
That's my little homie right there. I want you to check out my boy Sam. Okay, this was the only episode on the internet to have short kings. And when I say short, I mean I'm talking about my boy Sam is literally, I think he's like 4'3". I think. I mean, y'all. Let's take that back. If y'all could see. Shoot. Let's see the height on Sam. I'm
Lungi. I'm 27 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
My boy Sam. This was an amazing episode that some of you haven't seen, which is insanity. Okay, so I just need you to keep that in mind. For those of you that haven't seen it, this was an elite episode. Okay, we're only going to watch it for a little. I might do some reviews. A lot of you are like, Pointer, what were you thinking? A very, very beautiful baddie that is just a real one asked me that recently. What were you thinking? Someone to watch as Pointer watches and as Pointer analyzes these situations. So we're going to go a little deeper on this Short King edition until our special segment where I help two real ones, one that you've seen before, one that you haven't seen yet, and we're going to dive in for the win. Let's see what we have.
Hey, I'm Sam Humphrey. I'm 30 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Julian. I'm 31 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Corey. I'm 32 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. I, Pointer, am so excited, elated, and ecstatic for what's about to happen here today. As you see, I have some...
I didn't know I was looking that chocolatey. I've got too light skin. I got to go out into the sun, y'all. Did y'all see how brown skin? What is going on?
Elated.
Look at this.
It's about to...
But y'all see the difference here? Oh my Lord. Okay, I got to go back in the sun immediately.
Happen here today. As you see, I have some real ones with me. I have some real ones that I like to call the short kings. The short kings are here because they deserve love. Isn't that right, gentlemen? My short kings deserve love. How dare you really shallow people that just reject great men with great qualities. So
look at my boy. Sam was like, Pointer, he loved doing the show so much. He, as you'll see, I'll just spoil it because you should have watched it already. He matched with a beautiful young lady, and he was like, Pointer, bring me back. I want to do something. We should collab. And I'm like, man, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Sam is a real one. Yeah.
We're not going to tolerate that. So we have cultured and cultivated some amazing young ladies that don't care. They're not shallow. And I'm not dissing some of the ladies that have been on the show and said that, but you shouldn't have rejected great guys. So what's going to happen is, gentlemen, you're going to have single ladies come out, okay? And they're going to be checking you out. Now, if you don't like what they have to say, if you don't like what they do or anything like that, even appearance, we have eyes for a reason. You have the right to break your heart. And that shows that the love connection just isn't going to stay. But if you hold on to your heart, then that means that could be your real one. And we will sponsor your first date wherever that may be. Doesn't matter. We just want to help you find love and get your real one. Gentlemen, are you ready? Wonderful. Well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our first real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our first real one. Well, my first real one, come on in. Come on in, my first lovely real one.
And something that a few people were tripping about was, oh, Pointer, how could you say that, that's shallow and things like that? And it's not shallow for all queens that say that, but what I have seen literally on my show is the flip-flop of, oh, that one guy who was short, oh, it's just because he's short. And then others, they will match with other short kings if they make a certain amount of money. I'm serious. You watch enough of these episodes, you'll start to see patterns of maybe people that have been there multiple times and things like that. So just keep that in mind. No, you have the right to have your preference, 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. But make sure you're consistent. It's all about consistency with the LOGIC. Make sure you're consistent. Let's keep watching this class.
Hello there.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. These wonderful real ones want to know what your name, age, what your name and age is, and what you do.
All right. Well, my name is Jaylee, and I am 25 years old. I turn 26 next month, though, so please be prepared for that.
All right.
And I'm a professional mermaid.
Whoa, I've never met one of those before. That's beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other real ones? Have y'all met a professional mermaid? Okay, so we got some unique action going on here. Share with us this. What makes you a real one?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just real all the way through, other than being a mermaid, but please don't tell any kids that. But other than that, I'm a real one. I'm a real person, and everything about me is just genuine and authentic.
Beautiful. Okay, now what are you looking for in a real one?
Love.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I want right now.
That's beautiful.
Thank
and that's
you.
what you deserve. That's why you're here. Now, let me ask this. This is a very significant question because it is the Short King edition.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you say, hey, Pointer, I want to be on the Short King edition and get a Short King?
Yeah, I love short kings. I think all of my boyfriends, other than maybe one, has been shorter than me. So I genuinely love short kings.
And that's music to a lot of short kings' ears. I wouldn't know. But I'm sure a lot of short kings just, they get so excited when they see a lovely lady that says, hey, I'm okay with short kings. I have to shout out this lovely lady that has supported Mariah. You're a real one. We appreciate you. She even came to the live show on December 7th. What a magical night. But she said, Pointer, have you been recognized in public by a stranger before? The answer is 103% yes, Mariah. Yeah. Gets a little crazy sometimes because, I'm out in the suit, looking good. They never believe they never believe the hair, Mariah. They never believe the hair. They're always like, oh, you're, what are you? Oh, some don't even know what I do. They don't even know who I am, but they're like, can I just get a picture? Because they know, they see the gold and that's money. I don't even have a watch on, but anyway, yeah. So it's always interesting, Mariah. You never know what you're going to get, but they see the nice natural blonde hair. They see, the stash. They see the light skin, which is a little too light. I need to go back to look at that. Look at that beautiful, more chocolate man, but caramel, some of y'all would say, but anyway, it's insane. But thank you, Mariah. You're a real one. All right, let's keep watching.
Beautiful. And that's why she's here. That's a real one. That's a real one. So let's do this. Before we start, you have no broken hearts. So the brothers must be feeling you. But let me ask this, because this can determine some things. In relationships, there are heartbreakers. There are red flags.
Right.
What are some things you don't tolerate in a relationship?
I don't tolerate cheating, obviously. I hope that is, yeah, we're all nodding. Okay, good. I need someone who is always kind and isn't going to like yell at me or something. And it's funny too. I like funny guys.
Gotta love some humor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's beautiful. Okay. You have no broken hearts. They're feeling you're looking good. So I'm going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of this wonderful real one here, because I need you to break 3 hearts.
What?
Just based on appearance. Unless, now this is why this show is the best. Now we don't have too much time. That's a lot of brothers there that want you. But you can ask an essential deal-breaking question. For example, if it was like, do you like pets? If you don't like pets, then they need to break their heart. Or if it's like, I want a short king that can pick me up. And if they're like, hey, I'm not confident I can, they need to break. So do you have an essential question?
Okay. All right. Cats or dogs? That's what we got to figure out here.
Let's walk it on down. Wow, that's just a this or that. We have a show, this or that. Some of these wonderful real ones are on that show. I love it. So you're going to walk with me. We're just going to walk to this real one right here. You're going to share name, age, cat, or dog.
I'm Sam Humphrey. I'm 30, and I'm an entrepreneur. I love cats, but I also love dogs, and I have a cat.
Okay. All right. Name, age, and walk with me just a step forward. Name, age, answers the question.
I'm Julian. I'm 31, and if I have to choose, I would go with cats.
Name, age, answer the question.
I'm Moth. I'm 22. I like dogs, but I have a cat.
What I want to do, my queens that are in the chat, I truly want you to just answer honestly. And this may be an opportunity to where even if you don't add seasoning to it, I still might have to hook you up with a little reading the comment. But what's the shortest you would date? If you state your height and the shortest you would date, I might do 3. I might just react to 3 and see what we can do in this scenario. But yeah, tell me, and I might have to read it aloud and kind of analyze, because some of these height differences are crazy, and we're not even talking about my boy Sam. So yeah, this is crazy.
Name, age, answer the question.
Hi, I'm Avery. I'm 21, and I like cats.
Name, age, answer the question.
I'm Isaac, and I'm 25, and I like dogs. Yeah, dogs are my favorite.
Name, age, answer the question.
Chinu Laura, 27 years old, and I love dogs.
So let me hook up, because I see one of my favorite queens that is one of the best supporters ever. Okay, I need you to clarify, Lady NKC. So the shortest you would date is 6'2"? They're probably lying and are only 5'11". That is a problem in our world today, in our dating dynamic, in our dating dilemma. We do see a lot of people that men, they kind of lie about the age. And that's just not a good thing. That's just not a good thing at all. Okay, I see another queen that is a real MVP and a member of the greatest program. Mariah again. Now, Mariah's saying, I'm 5'4", 5'10" is the shortest. Okay, interesting. Whew. Now, Mariah, that's a 6-inch difference. You couldn't come down to 5'8", 5'7"? Mariah, you're going to have to comment again and let us know, because that... I think that's okay. I mean, you have the right, you have your preference, girl, and you are a real one. But I'm like, little 5'8". There's no universal rule, so it's okay. Okay, I see some other real ones. Let me shout out a few. Okay, now see, this one to me is cool. I'm 5'6", can do 5'6". Okay, who's that? Donut Carrot Tall. Thank you, Donut Carrot Tall. I think that's being cool. Okay. Oh, now we got somebody, my girl Cheryl here. Shout out Cheryl. I'm 5'7", shortest 5'5". Okay. So Cheryl is saying she'll date a short king. Shout out to Cheryl. That's pretty cool. Okay. I mean, because you still kind of eye level at that. It's a difference. Not too crazy. Not too bad. Okay. Okay. Lady NKC responded. Let's see what the queen is saying. Yes, I would say the shortest I would date is 6'2". And see, Lady NKC is tall, though. Yeah. Lady NKC, remind us again how tall you are. I would say the shortest 6'2". They usually behave in a way that makes me look down on them. I don't want to have to do it literally. And that again, okay, you're 5'11 and a half. Yeah, you are a tall queen. You definitely, yes, are a head above the brothers. Real quick, I have to say this individual. I just want him to hear my voice. Bernie, I love you, Bernie. You the man. You about to be on soon. I'm waiting for your queen. She is 6 minutes away. She's getting right on time. So you just keep holding tight. One of my real ones that I'm waiting for this special segment, the whole point of tonight, low key. I'm really excited. This beautiful queen said, eye level, no. Wow. Okay. I mean, it really just depends. It really just depends. But you never know what you're going to get. You never know. Now, this person says, I'm 6'2", and I don't care as long as she is not mental. But see, the brothers, the RJ Review. Shout out to RJ Review 69 too. See, I'm being bad. My manager, I don't want to put it in quotes, but someone that offers advice, and they get paid handsomely, said, anyway, RJ, as a brother, and I think a lot of the brothers would agree with this watching, height doesn't play as big of a part for us as it does for the ladies. And I think it might get talked about in this Short King episode too, but a lot of it has to do with protection. A lot of it, even image, which is not really a problem. So the brothers don't really care. I mean, I think the ideal height for me would be a baddie that's about 5'6.5". But we'll see about that. Wow, tall men love the. Yeah, see, she's preaching. It's an odd dynamic. A lot of the taller brothers. We even look at the NBA, NFL, and all these brothers, but especially NBA. They like them just a crazy difference. If we go back in this, let's see. If we go back here, where are we? Yes, this is how it is. This is how it is, but the reverse, right? This is the Lil Sam would be the lady, and then that would be Kevin Durant, the queen in the blue dress. That's the dynamic that's some men, and that's just. Preference is preference. Preference is preference. Let me make that big, me saying that. Preference is preference. But y'all got to keep your wits about you. Okay, let's watch a little.
I'm an entrepreneur. I love cats, but I also love dogs, and I have a cat.
Okay, all right. Name, age, and walk with me just a step forward. Name, age, answers the question.
I'm Julian. I'm 31, and if I have to choose, I would go with cats.
Oh, we already saw some of this.
Name, age, answer the question.
Go ahead.
I'm Moth. I'm 22. I like dogs, but I have a cat.
We're going to skip ahead just a little. It got crazier. Yeah. I was so happy for this. So happy for my boy to find his real one. Oh, that was so. Oh, it was cute.
My final question for both of these real ones. I'll ask this lovely lady first. Do you feel this could be a real one connection?
Yeah, I think there's a couple more questions to be asked, but
I could be asked on a first date, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you feel this could be a real one connection?
Yeah, it could be, definitely.
All right. Clap it up for these two. We got a real one connection. Okay, so I'm going to take your mic. Okay, and I'll even take the heartbreaking advice because you're not going to break his heart at this point. Okay. Now it's time to go on. I'll take yours too because you're not breaking your heart. Go off on that way. Both of you go plan something. Yeah, go walk. Oh, clap it up.
Oh, they held hands.
That's a real.
Look at that. Look at the joy. Look at the joy on Sam's face. Look at the joy. I was so happy. I was so happy. Oh, you know what? I made a tragic mistake. This beautiful queen slid us something. Thank you. And she knows I love her too. She was at the live show. Goodness gracious. Y'all gonna make me do another live show. And we got a lot more states to do. I care about tall with Jesus. Yes. Auntie Dina, you right. Because if they don't have a relationship with Christ, and that is just like Casey said while she was on live, it's so important. It's so important. If you're not spiritually aligned, nothing else is gonna click. And that's even for those, okay, if you are the biggest Jesus hater, you just hate God and all that stuff, Lord have mercy on you. I'm praying that he saves you. But that's your life. But then you still want to be aligned with someone that feels that way, because scripture on unequally yokedness in 1 Corinthians is vital for everybody. That's what I love about the universality of the Bible, even for those that just follow it, the Proverbs like a business book, Okay, I'm going to start preaching. Never mind. But still, y'all, being equally yoked is important, okay? We're 2 minutes away from a very special segment. The King, Bernie, is here. One of my favorite real ones, actually, who I connected with while we were traversing, but I won't say from where or anything because the King will speak for himself. But then we're waiting on a lovely lady. We're waiting on a lovely lady who you've seen before. I don't know who I'll have on first. Maybe my man Bernie, since he was in the room first. But let's watch a little bit more. And then at 7, the Queen's supposed to be on, and I'm ready to go. But let's look.
One connection right there. I love to see it. I really do. Okay, well, after that joyous occasion, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one. Will my next real one come on in? Hello there, real one.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Would you share with these real ones your name, your age, and what you do?
Okay, so my name is Lily. I'm 24 and I'm a firefighter.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your service, especially with what's happening up in the other areas of LA. Share with us this. What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one? Well, I'm a baddie and just my existence, that's what makes me real.
Beautiful. Okay. Now let me ask you this. What are you looking for in a real one?
Someone strong.
I do want to give some life advice, folks. When I ask you what makes you a real one, don't say the reason is a baddie. That doesn't make you real. There's a lot of baddies out there that are bad internally. This queen dropped a little more knowledge for us. Height matters, but a man must love Jesus first. We got some Jesus lovers. Hallelujah. And it's true. It's true. So even on this short king special, no matter if the king is okay, oh, he's 6'5". Again, I talked about this recently. A lot of the ladies want the 3'6", which is already sounding a little demonic as it is, but they want them to be 6 feet or above. They want them to have we'll keep it clean, 6-pack, and he's got to make 6 figures. That's what they demand these days, and I think it's leading to the queen staying single. That's what I'm leaning towards, because when you make those blanket statements and those requirements, it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. It's 7 o'clock, and I want to get this thing started, but I'm going to give this queen just maybe a few more minutes. Bernie, you okay for a few more minutes until I have you on? Okay. And then if not, Bernie, I'm going to have you log on, and we're going to see if she don't show up, we're going to connect with somebody because you're a real one. Let's just look a little bit more because these people are loving our Short King edition.
Funny. They have to be confident and good hygiene.
Gotta have the good hygiene. Okay. Okay, no broken hearts. So I guess their hygiene is good. That's a great sign. In relationships, and you might have spoke to some already, there are heartbreakers. There are red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate in a relationship?
They hit women.
Oh, yeah, we don't like Chris Brown. Oh, sorry. I edit that out. Any others besides that very valid reason?
They talk down upon people. And let's see, they don't like their parents.
These are very valid reasons. Yeah. Okay.
What else?
If you have one more is fine, or if not, those are sufficient.
Well, all right. I'm not going to hold us up. I just had a queen into the studio. Andy, so good to see you. Looking lovely as usual. Now, really quick, let me just read this. Bernie, your queen is here, but we're going to do this very strategically. This is a very important thing for me. I might shed a thug tear or two, depending on what happens. But let me just read what Lady NKC said. Just because they sit in the pew beside you doesn't mean they really love Jesus like you do. Oh, she rapping, pew and do. So tired of the fake Christian men. It's a fact. It's a fact. There is a lot of hypocrisy. And I think that's something that Winston was speaking to, but then he took it to the extreme of, oh, well, it's, so hypocritical, just forget the whole religion and try to blur it all in and say, and that's not the right perspective, because true faith in God, Jesus, Holy Spirit wouldn't lead you to just be like, oh, forget the whole thing. So that shows, they went out from us. They were never of us, but I won't start preaching. Now, here we go. Very special segment here. Let me present this properly. This is the whole point of this evening. There was a real one. On the last leg of our Living in America tour in 2025. And we had a remarkable time in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. Some very wonderful people. I was actually shocked because I had no clue that Little Rock was rocking like that. I had no idea, as it was on our tour list. And there was a queen there, a beautiful, lovely lady that a lot of the brothers that were there everybody thought it was just going to be real one connection. She was going to be stolen away. But you never know how people are going to connect and reasons and all these different things. So we have a queen here that deserves a real one. But fast forward a few days, we were on tour in the wonderful state of Nebraska. And there was a king there. There was a king who had many, many great qualities, I would say, as a brother, and not even due to my skin melanin count, but just in terms of being a man. And he had great qualities. And I was like, I feel he deserves a real one. So I'm doing something I've never done before. Now, if I fail, I'm failing in front of hundreds of people, and then soon to be thousands, because this is going to stay up. But I want to just see if they can connect. I just want them to chop it up and see what happens. But I think I want the fans to comment and help me. This is the first time y'all are gonna help me, and even Bernie and Andy, if y'all gonna help me really quick, because I don't know if y'all want to come on screen. I think I'm gonna put y'all on screen at the same time. I think just so you can see each other for the first time and get that initial reaction. And then we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk because it's not always about the looks, but looks play an important part. But I personally feel the both of you are aesthetically good looking people and you deserve your real ones. So if both of y'all are ready, it looks like camera's on. I'm excited. Wow. Okay. Well, let's have my king and queen come on in. So here's my queen and here's my king. Let's just talk, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Wonderful.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Andy, y'all give some clap emojis to Andy. She just got off work and she was hustling to get home to be on a real one. I was so good to see her. And my man Bernie, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Hi, Andy.
Hey.
Okay, so what I want to do first is I just want to ask Andy, share your age, where you're located, even though I already said it, and then what you do.
Okay, I am 57. I'm a hairstylist by choice. My late in life career change, I decided to do something that life is too short not to enjoy what you do. And so I'm a stylist, and I am in Benton, which is right outside of Little Rock, just a few miles. So basically Little Rock.
Wonderful. Well, it's so good to see you again.
You
and I know
too,
Bernie's
you
glad
too.
to see you. Now, Bernie, I want you to share your age, where you're located, and what you do.
Okay. Pardon me. I am 60. I live in Omaha. Lived here my whole life, although I've lived in other areas of the country in my life. After traveling for 15 years, sales job, I took the last year off, and I had some things I wanted to do and see, and I didn't want the challenge of a high pressure sales job, so I took a less demanding job that'll allow me to work remotely, and I don't have to travel every week, which helps me a lot because I have a dog, and I have some side things I do entrepreneurially with a couple people as well, so I keep pretty busy.
Awesome. Okay. Now, let me just go for some of these essentials. In terms of the distance already, because people are like Pointer, they love how I cut to the chase. My queen in Little Rock, king in Omaha, Nebraska. The distance, are both of y'all open to? It's not too far from each other. What does that distance sound
Not
like?
too far, just a couple miles, right down the street. I don't know. I mean, all my kids are grown. I'm very successful here in my career. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly not saying no because I mean, you only live once, so.
That's right. I'm in the same mindset as you are. I am looking to get a second home in Florida. So that's closer to Arkansas, I think. I think the closest I've ever been to. I'm sorry?
I said, I don't know how far you are away, but yeah, Florida is like, depends on where you go, about 8 hours ish. Maybe a little more for if you go on the other side. But yeah, so it's not far.
One of our biggest fans, she's a real one. We love her dearly. It's a 9-hour drive. She just checked.
Wait,
is that
Nebraska?
Wait, let's double check.
Oh,
wait. I'll do my own because I don't know where that's from. So I'll do that.
I do not know how far Arkansas is from Nebraska, though.
But that's the beauty of being real ones. And I'm so terrible with the little money I make. I would help sponsor at least an initial connection because I just think y'all two are amazing. And that's something I asked Andy. I actually did. And I think Bernie too. I asked my boy Bernie, but I asked Andy specifically. I was like, are you open to long distance? And Andy, you kind of expressed it on the show how you were kind of, you were open. It wasn't like, oh, no, you have to be right in Little Rock, under the rock. You were
right.
And Bernie, I think you kind of said something similar, how you're open to what happens.
Absolutely, I'm open. Like I said, the travel for work, kind of got old for me, but I love to travel for pleasure, which I did the past year a lot. And I love it. So as far as meeting a special person, I'm open. I'd come see you.
Have you ever been to Arkansas?
I have not. I did live in Huntsville for a job for a while in Alabama. That's pretty close to Arkansas, isn't it?
It's close, but the way it looks and the people is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah, we're more. We kind of have mountains, and it's a beautiful state. I love it
I
here.
love to check out new areas of the country. I've
Mhm.
been a lot of states, but obviously not all of them because I haven't been to Arkansas.
And then, yeah, as the Queen Mariah checked, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says 9. So from Omaha to Little Rock, we're looking at 9 hours.
Well, that's
So for
not
me-
bad. That's about the same as going to Florida.
Yeah, and it's a flight is better. We flew as we were on tour, so But let's go for some of these essentials because I don't want. I'm way too excited. I don't know why. Both of y'all stayed underneath this luscious natural hair. Andy and Bernie were like, maybe. So Andy, let me start with you. What are some things that would make you do this thing that would make you pop the balloon? Tell me some of those things.
So it would be the bad stuff. The stuff I don't like. That's one problem that I probably is a bad thing for me. I am way too agreeable, and not much bothers me. I mean, one thing I would be important to me is to be a Christian, to believe in the Lord, love my kids, love my dogs, and my parents, and I mean, I'm pretty easy, So.
I love that. But so you said the key ones would be you have to love Jesus. You gotta
Yes.
love the Lord.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, love family. You like pets too, Andy?
Unfortunately, I have a lot of dogs. I rescued dogs at one point, so I've got quite a few but they're aging out. But
Wonderful. Okay. Now I want to swing it to Bernie. Bernie, what are some things that would make you pop?
Well, first of all, Andy, we have some common things here. I have a dog too.
Okay.
And I go to the church right up my hill. I can walk to church. It's an important part of my life. One thing that I can't do is a smoker.
Agreed.
I just want whoever I'm with closely to smell good, taste good, everything. You know what I mean.
Okay.
So that's good.
We're tracking with you, I think.
Yeah. No, and that's very valid. Okay, so we have some alignment. I think, as I've said tonight multiple times, the spiritual alignment is essential.
Yes.
If truly, whatever your faith is, but of course, all three of us saying we love Jesus. If he's not the focus, then
it's over. Right.
It ain't gonna fly. It just ain't, because everything else falls under that because faith is, the focus. Let me swing it to either one of you. Let me see if Andy has a question for Bernie.
What do you do with your free time?
Good question. Obviously my dog, I have a big commitment to her. She is a mini golden doodle, but just high energy, which is good for me. I also work at a dog rescue place. The past year I was there frequently because I took the year off after I left my 15-year career when I wasn't traveling. So I love to do that. And I try and do other things to give back to the community, but I feel better about it, not identifying everything I do because it sounds kind of braggy. I have a lot of friends growing up here. I have a large family I'm very close with. I have 5 sisters and a brother, and they all live here but one. So, I stay pretty active with just the things I'm doing now that I'm working full time. My dance card's pretty full.
Yeah. Do you have children?
I do not.
Okay. I thought you didn't mention your children. So
well, at the last show, I was asked that question. I said, I don't think so.
As far as you know, you don't, right?
Yeah.
Bernie's got jokes. He definitely, right. I would say, I didn't want to hurt the other gentleman's hearts, but his wit, his humor, his fun, his character was great. Bernie, do you have a question for Andy?
Lay it on me.
Lay it on you. Andy,
Lord.
Are you a native of Arkansas, or have you traveled in your life and lived elsewhere?
That is an interesting question. I was raised like a gypsy. And my dad we weren't running from the law. My dad was in construction in the oil industry, and he would set up the site. So we counted about 26 schools before I graduated high school.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. But it's mostly in the same general area. It was Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Missouri. I mean, kind of in that area, that general area. is where he
I have a
always
lot of
stays.
friends that from my life, that have moved to those parts of the country.
Okay.
That from Florida to Texas.
Yeah, so I went to a lot of schools, and so I think that's why I don't know a stranger too.
Did you say 26 schools?
Well, we were counting, and we got to about 26, and I was like, "Mom, you know what? That's enough."
Wow.
It was a lot of schools. Yeah, I went to a lot, but that meant that I was behind or ahead everywhere I went. So I never was in the right fitting in spot, But that's okay because that's life,
Wow, that's remarkable, actually.
You think? I don't know.
26
You just
schools? That's
survive.
a lot.
It's a lot. Some schools I didn't go to, but a couple days.
You probably never unpacked your bags.
Well, believe it or not, my mother, I don't know how she did it. We would go to sleep in one town, wake up in a new house and everything was unpacked and ready to go. She's a magician or something. I don't know because I couldn't have done it. And we had there was 3 of us children, and so they were all had their hands full. My parents had decided not to leave each other's side for their marriage, that was their commitment to each other. And it's been 59 years, and they still haven't, except for emergencies. But yeah, they've never left each other's side. But that meant that us children, we got to move around. And so we never had friends, but it was us against the world. And it was it was an amazing childhood.
It probably made you more resilient because you were basically built to take on anything after experiencing all that.
The only thing I think it did hurt me in one little tiny thing is I had no concept of direction. I don't never know where I'm at. I'm like, don't ever say north, because I'm gonna be like, I don't know where you are. Where north is, I have no idea. So
Andy,
that's the only bad thing about it.
You ever been to Omaha?
I have not.
Never took a wrong turn?
Never took not that wrong turn.
You might have to make that turn. You're pretty safe.
It's a nice city. It's a good city.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask this. This is from a queen who sent in a little seasoning, and we love her dearly. She's a real one. They're open to dating long distance, but are they open to relocating if they see this could lead to happily ever after? Is marriage the goal? I'll start with Bernie. Bernie, the answer to the first question, are you open to relocating if this led to happily ever after?
My attitude is I'm open to finding my person, so I got to be open to anything.
And then is marriage the goal, Bernie?
Ultimately, yeah. If it's important to her.
Andy, first question, would you be open to relocating if this led to happily ever after?
It's a possibility. I would not turn it down. My parents are getting a little older, and so I'd have to consider taking care of them. But like I said, we moved all my life. I don't think they would care if I moved them. It's kind of like that. They wouldn't know any different. I mean, they would know, but it's just another move. But
yeah, the moving thing you got down. It's probably not as overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, I have been in this area for over 30 years. I decided I wasn't raising my children like that, and so I stayed here. But I was restless. Sometimes I get kind of, my mom calls it itchy feet.
I got you.
Yeah. And so as far as marriage, it is important. It's not important. I don't know. It's kind of like at this stage in life, yes, maybe, but no, if it's
I have the same attitude. I'm trying to be open-minded, but it's not like my mission unless it was something that the other person we were on the same page with. I don't want to force anything that the person isn't on the same page with,
Right. Mm-hmm.
If something works, you do your best to make it work on the same path.
Wow.
Exactly.
I think the alignment is just shocking to me. And it's like, I guess my job is just help me navigate some real one connections.
I was so surprised when you messaged me. I was like, what is this? Okay.
I remember I think I asked the both of you for sure.
Well, I know you asked me. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it to Bernie. Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fantastic. Okay. I just want to ask a few more because I'm not going to hold y'all up. I feel like I'm getting in the way of y'all just talking all night. So let me ask this though, in terms of, let's go for one of the essentials, marriage. Andy, have you been married before?
I have. I was married for 22 years the first time. And the second time I was married for about 15 and a half years.
Okay. And like you said, you're open to marriage again, but it may not be too
Yeah,
essential.
I mean, it just depends on what fits in that situation. I mean, I've always in my mind saw myself married and, long-term relationship married, but I didn't see myself where I'm at today. So as far as being single again, and so I don't know. I mean, I know I want that commitment, but whether I need the paper or not, I don't know. But yeah, I might. Who knows?
Yeah. What about Bernie? Bernie, have you ever been married?
I have not. My last relationship was for 5 years, and obviously that was a big part of why we broke up because I had to listen to the knot in my stomach that kept telling me this is not
Something
what
right.
I should do.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes we make the right decision, sometimes we make the wrong, and but ultimately you just got to navigate that. Like I said, marriage was more important to me when I was younger, but I kind of have your attitude, Andy. I mean, I'm open-minded to it. I'm not like opposed to it in a negative way, but it's a 50-50 compatible decision,
Yeah. We'll just kind of see what's going on. I guess.
I'm more interested in enjoying the other person and having a relationship that brings adventure and fun.
It's funny because I kind of feel like at this stage in life, I've made so many poor choices, not on purpose. Thought I was doing the best thing at the time. And so hopefully I maybe learned a few things and it'll be better moving forward. I hope that's the goal anyway.
Yeah, we move with wisdom. All the life experience that we
Right, I know.
receive, it's a blessing, as my dear aunt would say. In every lesson, there's a blessing. Let me go for this. I'm only going to ask a few more, really. Love languages. Let's start with the queen. Andy, what would you say your love languages are?
Physical touch, believe it or not. Usually that's men, and words of affirmation.
Wow.
Sure. I believe in the same thing as far as being supportive of your best friend and expressing your love in different ways. And I love to cuddle and kiss. I'm, probably a typical dude. But I just like when I've been in great relationships, making her feel special and making her want to look forward to being with me.
I love that. Wow. I want to see if either of you, I do have something important I want both of y'all to do. And even though it doesn't really matter because Andy's such a queen and Bernie's a king, I still will ask in terms of height. Andy, does height matter to you?
Not really. I mean, I'm pretty short, so that had to be.
How tall are you, Andy?
I've always said I was about 5'2.5", and I'm really like 5'1". But I wear heels all the time because I'm fun sized.
Andy, I'm 6'8".
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
I'm kidding.
He's got jokes. I can't let him get away with that.
I'm just a laugh riot. No, I'm 5'11".
Truly, he is.
Good. I can
He's a
still
great
wear
height.
heels.
And so what I want to do, just to make sure we both can see, because the physicality matters, I like to do a pointer pose. A pointer pose is where you just stand up. If you can rotate your camera and just both of you, it can be one at a time, so it's separate. But we can do gentlemen first for this.
Oh Lord, it's kind of like a meat market. Okay, go ahead.
But not a meat market, but I mean it.
It's necessary. I get it.
I think so. But Bernie can go first, just so you can see kind of what, if you saw him walking down the street and, to see, a handsome brother. Okay. That's all I'm talking about. That's good, Bernie. Yeah. And if you give us a profile, Bernie, just to show that you don't have, that you're not pregnant. I'm kidding. He's in great shape. He's in great shape. That's all.
No, I've been eating like I've been in a contest all winter. So the spring days are on me, so
You're
I
in
gotta
great,
get busy.
Bernie, you are 60 years old, killing it, doing your thing. You're in great shape. And then Andy, if you would give a pointer pose, just so.
I don't know if you was seeing anything. I'm glad I put pants on.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know what.
I think that was great. Andy. I was just sort of okay. And Bernie, you can see.
She's got a cute figure.
Okay, all right.
I work at it.
I just like to make sure she's working it. Okay, we got two wonderful people. So.
I'd grab on it.
Oh Lord.
That's that physical touch in him. Typical dude.
That's right.
He's a real one. Okay, let me just
keeping it real.
Two final questions. And this is, do either of you have a final question?
Go ahead, Andy.
Hang on, let me think a minute.
Yeah.
We covered the career, your spare time, children, marriages, your Jesus. I mean, that's kind of all the pets. I think it's kind of all the hot spots.
You check a lot of boxes, Andy. You're making this too easy.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Could I get a discount
wait. Huh?
Andy, would I get a discount for one of your special haircuts?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could. You'd be easy. In and out like
Real
that.
Easy. Real easy. I haven't been in a salon in 20 years.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm in the salon every day. So
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Actually, this is as a result of going to this new barber. I said I wanted it all one length. He totally misunderstood me.
Yes, he did.
Now, Bernie, I kind of want you to share, just for the fun of it, for Halloween, you kind of go all out. Do you kind of want to share? I wish I had those pictures.
That's right.
Talk about that really quick. I'm kind of spoiling your episode, but it's coming. But tell us.
I just, I just get crazy costumes. I'll go to Salvation Army and pick out anything that looks crazy, and there you go. I mean, just being a kid.
That is so funny because I couldn't tell you how many costumes in my closet. And if anybody wants a costume, they call me, or accessories for the costume. I mean, that's for real. And Halloween is one of my favorites. I have a 18-foot spider that I put out.
Everyone needs one of those.
Yeah, well, you got it. How could you not have one for Halloween, right?
I've been looking into getting one myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
I mean, I get it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know, right? That's so weird.
I'm just loving it.
Anybody that has costumes like me.
Yeah, and when he can send you the pictures himself when y'all start. Okay. I don't want y'all to be up too late. Both of y'all, y'all got to be. Don't be too giddy. It ain't high school. Yeah. Y'all look like cutest couple. Class of 2026. So y'all take it easy. My final, okay, I don't want to do it because I'm enjoying this, but I do have to ask. Andy, is Bernie someone that's your type?
I would certainly attempt to and try it. Wouldn't be opposed to it. As far as type, I don't really have a type. I'm just kind of like, you're people and we get along and everything feels fine, then we're good. But yeah, I would definitely entertain it.
Okay.
So, Andy, if I came to see you, would you come to see me?
Yeah, why not?
Fair. Good enough.
Why not?
Wow.
That'd be fun. Little trip.
Bernie, is Andy someone that's your type?
So far so good. She has impressed me so far. She's a very pretty woman.
Oh, thank you.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
Wow. So my final question for the both of you is, do both of you feel, after you get to know each other more and all this good stuff, but could it be a real one connection?
I would be hopeful. I mean, it's got a positive energy so far.
Yeah.
I definitely think we can chat and have something to talk about. I mean,
folks in the comments, I need you to clap it up. Clap it up. I got my people clapping for Bernie and Andy. Wow. I'm just happy. I'm just happy.
I can't. This is so crazy.
They're gonna keep clapping. They're blocking me, not y'all. So good. The confetti's going. They're popping. Both of y'all were real ones, and I truly mean that. And I just appreciate you both so much. So I might even send a little something that could help towards the travel. It won't be broke boy budget here. Pointer's not balling. But
one day you'll be given full trips. I'm confident.
We're working on it, Bernie. We're truly working on it.
All you need is one video to go viral, and you're on your way.
That's what.
Maybe it's this one. This one's pretty.
This is a beautiful connection. It truly is, and I kind of envisioned it, but I was like, you never know. So what I want to do really quick, not over the public airwaves, but what I want to do is, Andy, are you okay with me giving Bernie your number, or Bernie, do you want me to? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can check the documents, and if not, then I'll reach out to either one of you and get that information. But this is amazing. Y'all are spectacular. We did it. We got a real one connection. I'm gonna just have them clap one more time. They might even play that little theme song. Okay, y'all are amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna get that number over to you almost like right now, because I know Bernie probably y'all want to do a little more talking before bedtime.
Yeah, I would like to chat, or I would. I don't know.
Andy, you want me to call you tonight? I know it's later there.
You could in just about maybe 20 minutes or so. Okay. I gotta get my shower real quick and be ready to work in the morning. So.
Gotcha.
Oh my Lord. I'm sending that. Bernie, give me a second, my boy. I'm sending that right now. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna hook y'all up. Okay, let me have y'all go off so Andy can get ready. I love the both of y'all. Really. God bless you
You're
both.
so sweet. Thank you for thinking of me.
Yes, the both of you. I literally when
You're
I
so
anyway.
sweet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let me get Bernie your number, Andy, so he don't get mad at me and y'all gonna connect.
Okay. Well, be sure and tell me who you are when you call or text because I have hundreds that text me and call. So
Okay.
He'll stand out. Yeah, no, I'll send both. I'll send both of y'all each other's numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all are amazing. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed night. Little Rock and Omaha coming together.
Bernie, it was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Andy. Look forward to chatting with you.
Okay, me too.
All right. Let me have y'all. Y'all are amazing, man. I don't want to X out. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness, y'all. We're just gonna keep that clapping real quick. Now, y'all don't be mad at me. I got to send them these numbers real quick so they don't think I'm. Oh my gosh, what a miracle! I'm just so happy, y'all. I mean, I sit there and watch real ones connect, and I'm just like so many different questions I wonder in my heart. And when I saw the both of them, first Andy, I was in Little Rock first, and her being beautiful and sweet and kind and not getting a real one. And then I go over to Omaha, and Bernie is just making it happen and handsome and about his business. I said, why can't these two real ones get connected? Okay, let me focus here. But let's do this. Y'all love the Short Kings more than me. So let's go back to the Short Kings really quick.
They've never dated before.
Oh, okay. Very good reason. Okay, let's take a step forward. Okay. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I'm Julian. I'm 31. I've never dated anyone.
Okay. All right. Now, let me ask you this, Lily. Why is that a, deal breaker for you?
Yeah, because, what's the reason why you never dated before?
I just prefer my own company.
Okay. But you're here today because you might want to explore and try something different.
I'm open to new experiences.
Okay.
You don't want someone that has just...
Yeah, because I'm like, do you know how to treat a woman? Do you know how to plan dates?
I would say so. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard to figure out.
Okay, very valid. Let's take a step back then. Well, let me ask this. Is she someone that's your type?
Sure. I mean, baddie. I mean, that seems very interesting.
Yeah, he is a baddie. Is he someone that's your type?
Maybe not.
Why not?
I don't like the outfit.
Not feeling the fit. Okay. That's okay. All right.
You look good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back, Lily. Let's take a step so we can view all of our real ones.
All right, folks. I just had to send that. So give me a second. We still clapping. This was the first time ever. Your dear pointer did anything like this. So now it makes me not want to fire my assistant, even though they didn't assist too well tonight, because we had wonderful people. Miss KC deserved a real one. She surely did. Winston deserved a real one, and they just didn't reach out enough. But I had to do this. This was on my heart. And I didn't want it to pop, okay? Because some people just stay on your psyche. They stay on your mind. And as I actually pray for the people that come on my show and the people that don't come on my show. We got to pray for everybody. But it's like, some of these wonderful people, I'm like, they deserve a real one. And if I just see it, if they both connect, I'm like, oh dang, they good. By the aesthetic, they could look good. Then they can look good. So we're so happy for that. That was the goal tonight, and they did connect. My white people clapped. So if they clap, that means it's a real one connection. I'm glad this didn't happen, except once. And I'm so sorry to Miss Casey and to Winston. Even though I think it's important to sometimes swim. Never mind. I won't even go there. I won't even go into swimming in different colors of milk and flavors. But anyway, it's very important. It's very important that we analyze situations as they go. I want to look a little bit more at this, though. I mean, folks, I'm gonna keep it real. That's almost our show for the evening. I understand if you need to go and heat up your meal, you need to heat up your beverage. You need to put your brownie in the microwave to get ready to scoop some ice cream and whipped cream on top. I respect that. But I do want to just look at a little bit more of this Short King episode. One of the most interesting moments.
If you're obsessed with women on OnlyFans, it's not a vibe for me. If you don't know how to cook, I feel like you should know how to cook. What else? What else? If you kiss your dog on the mouth, it's not my vibe. Yeah. Can't make out with your dog for me.
That's not any of our vibe. Chocolate denomination. Okay, very good. So we did get some broken hearts, Camille. We're going to walk on down and figure out why those hearts were broken. I can't assume why, but let's find out. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Isaac, 25. I got no money. I'm broke.
I feel you.
Yeah, I walked here.
Oh, damn.
And that's very important. I think if you don't, and this is something that a lot of people talk about. This is some of Pointer's wisdom. I'm not supposed to be doing this for free, but I do love people. I want to help people find their real one. If you're broke, it may not be the best time to date. And I'm going to keep it real. That could be not only for the brothers, even though they're seen, of course, as the provider and the one spending the money, but the sisters too, the ladies, my queens. If you are broke, then it's a red flag to the brothers. And I don't know what man would really disagree with me, if you're thinking logically, that you want a broke woman. Because being broke speaks to a lot of things about your life. I know people that are struggling financially and they still wouldn't call themselves broke. To call yourself broke, you got something broken up here. Underneath whatever hair you're working with. If you're working with natural blonde like me, or you're working with no hair up top, something is broken. Whether it's your heart, whether it's your mindset, something is wrong. So dating broke is an automatic red flag. I don't know if he was joking or not. I'm not out in the parking lot watching everybody as they come. I don't know if he walked or not, but keep that in mind, my daters. Don't date broke. Don't date somebody broke, and don't date if you are broke. Okay. So that was one thing, and there's all this wisdom. It's just learning. And I've been to y'all can comment a major city, and Pointer's been there. And these are recurring themes, even in a little, not so major city like Little Rock. Little Rock is not in the top 10 of most poppin' cities in the United States, but we still wanted to go there. We went. Look, we saw Andy, remarkable queen. Omaha's not also one of the most poppin' 10 cities, but we were there. And we see these issues. We see these issues arising. So keep that in mind. Let's watch a little bit more, and you'll get a little more, a little more of the real from your boy.
Love the honesty. You could eventually earn money, and then I could take it all. You could have worked
You're pretty though. Like, goddamn. I was like, oh, she's funny and pretty. Goddamn.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But sorry, I got no money. I'd be broke as a joke,
Yeah.
He is someone that's your type.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be down.
Okay.
I'd be down.
You'd be down to take his money?
Yeah, I'd be down for
All
him
right.
to fund my life.
Yeah. Well, let's move forward, because we have another real one here, and their heart was broken. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Chinu Lore, 27 years old. And I broke my heart because, well, it kind of depends what you want. Like, you want me to buy you everything? Like what?
Food, clothes, shelter, maybe if
food,
you
clothes.
Sorry.
I thought you meant like an expensive ring and jewelries and.
Oh yeah, that too. If you have it, I didn't know what's your budget. I'm just trying to be realistic.
Maybe some nice clothes and some food. I could. Shelter.
Shelter. Yeah. Bare minimum. Yeah.
Is she someone that's your type?
He's like, no.
Kind of. She's kind of thick, so.
You like him kind of thick?
Kind of.
I'm crying. Kind of. What do you mean? So you like big girls?
Oh, not too big, but like, have some meat on you, that's attractive. So.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
If you let me cut your hair, I got you.
I want to tie it, so I got grow out.
I got you.
Wow. A queen. Oh, my Lord. I love Lady NKC. Women definitely shouldn't be dating broke either. I've cash apped female friends money because they didn't have it to get home from a bad date. SMH. Y'all SMH too. Horrible. Yeah. It's definitely a mutual thing. And that is some of the, to me, as I love to say, dating is nuance. There's not many right and wrongs, but there is a right and wrong in that case. As Keith Sweat said, there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody, and you don't want to love them broke. So as this queen is saying, if you're broke on either side, maybe don't be dating. There's other things to do with your life, with your time. Get your dollars up. Get your dollars up. I have been the type to work 3 jobs. 3 jobs. And this was before the illustrious Last Talk Show launched and was blessed with success. But there have been opportunities that I just have to take hold of where I need this certain amount of money to do this thing. Okay. So, thank you, Lady NKC, for keeping it real. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to get our dollars up. And you don't have to be balling. I would strongly suggest this to my brothers. And I know that this might hurt a few queens, but I love y'all and you'll get through it. If she's demanding you make 6 figures, that might not be the queen for you. Because if you lead with that, and a lot of queens are doing that today, and that's not the best thing to lead with, is money. As a lot of my queens in this chat are leading with tonight, lead with Jesus at least. Lead with Jesus, please. You don't want them broke, but lead with Christ, please. Anyway, let's go back to my short kings.
Let's walk on down to this real one because they did break their heart. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I'm Jesse. I'm 25, and I broke my heart. I seem really nice, seem really fun. I'm just also broke.
LA.
Yeah,
I tried to get you a good lineup of well, not wealthy brothers, but ones that have some money. But she is someone that's your type.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
You know what? Yeah, because you're blonde hair, blue eyes. I want to end that. I want to end that bloodline. Let's do it.
WOW. Let's swing that back really quick. I was like, what in the world? Went too far back, huh? Wow.
Seem really nice, seem really fun. I'm just also broke.
LA.
Yeah. I tried to get you a good lineup of well, not wealthy brothers, but ones that, have some money. But she is someone that's your type.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
You know what? Yeah, because you're blonde hair, blue eyes. I want to end that. I want to end that bloodline. Let's do it.
Want to end the bloodline of blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah, that was not the best thing to say, but yeah. Can't even really express too many thoughts on that because if I say too much, Dr. Umar will shun me. And if I say too much on the other spectrum, then David Duke will shun. Oh, Lord, let me stop.
Okay. That's interesting. Let's walk it on back because you do have 3 hearts that have not been broken. I don't see any more blonde hair, blue eyes, so may not. Hitler's dream is not coming true. But at any rate, 3. So let's start to dig a little deeper. Then why not? Do you want to be married in the future?
Definitely.
Okay. Do you want to have babies?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I know what he wants.
Okay. Yes. Yes. And we'll confirm that. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Julian, I'm 31, and yeah, I'm just not too big on kids.
Okay.
Wow.
Is she someone that's your type?
You know what? Yes, she says she's smart, she's nice, and she's comedian, so she's got to be funny too, right?
She says she's hot. Do you agree she's hot?
Yeah, I like the outfit.
Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that you and him kind of look similar, so same goes. Would smash.
All right. Very
Big
good.
mistake. I'm dead.
Okay. We do have 2 hearts remaining. So what I want to do is see if you have an essential question you'd like to ask either one of these real ones.
Maybe this is too millennial core, but I do not care. What's your Hogwarts house?
Let's walk it on down and figure out the Hogwarts house. Name, age, and your Hogwarts house.
Hi, I'm a Moth. I'm 21, and my Hogwarts house is Slytherin.
Okay, that's hot.
Let's walk it on down to this other real one. Name, age, and what is your Hogwarts house?
My name is Lungi. I'm 27. I don't know any off the top of my head, but I make so much money that I know I could just buy whatever house.
Okay, he wins.
Wow. So let me borrow this. Do you want to go and break a heart?
I'm sorry, he's rich.
Okay. Let's step back. Let's step back. Let's step back. Step up a little more. Okay. You had your heart not broken for a period.
Dating someone based on their Harry Potter house selection. It's quite interesting. And this is another thing where Pointer has to drop just a little wisdom, just a little bit. If you have very, very odd dating requirements and even preferences, which everyone has the right to their preference, but I need you to know you might stay single forever. I'm just keeping it real, and I'm not trying to break any hearts, but I just need you to know that if you're going on random little reaches of, oh, well, he's got to like this Harry Potter house and got to like this certain kind of, I'm like, come on, no, that just doesn't make much sense if you truly are desiring a relationship. And I think what's important to note is it's two becoming one, but you still are your own individual person, right? So you still have to be ready to take on that person's interests and what that person likes. And you don't really have the right to tell them, oh, well, if you like that, then this isn't going to work and X, Y, Z. So you got to keep that in mind, okay? We have a queen, Auntie Dina. She needs to be on a real one. So y'all comment and encourage her to come in person. My love language is words of vacation and acts of cruises. In Jesus' name, amen. Wholesome only, of course. Amen. Yeah, this is a queen and she keeps it wholesome. But yeah, words of vacation. Wow. You got to love the vacays. You got to love the vay-bays. When you have a bay that you can go on vacation with. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that that is coming very soon, those acts of vacation and acts of cruises. Yeah, those are remarkable. Great opportunities to do those things. It really is beautiful. You do it, Auntie Dina. You go on your words of vacation and you might meet a godly king who's traveling solo. I don't know how many do that. But the queens, that's a shout out. Shout out to the beautiful ladies that God has made, because y'all are ready to go on solo trips. And a lot of the brothers just ain't. In my experience, I don't know a lot of brothers that are just solo tripping. There are some, and I've seen them. But the majority of brothers want to go with bae. But the ladies are like, I don't care. I'm going to hit 5 countries by the first half of the year, and I'm going to do my thing. And that's awesome. That is amazing. Beautiful. So, shout out to the queens that do the solo traveling and stuff. It can be remarkable no matter the case. But let's keep watching, because you never know what you're going to get on this show. You really don't.
At a time, tell us why.
Yeah, what I lack in money, I make up for in drive. And
I
like making you wait before you can steal it, so that I know at least you're in it for the long haul.
That's real.
You worked for it,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I guess we both have to work for it then. Okay. Feel you.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably.
You
can
probably.
see me. Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
I would. I like the long hair.
Okay. Very good. Let's walk it on down to this real one. I don't want to rush anything too much, but at the same time, if a connection is made, a connection is made. You do not have your heart broken. Tell me why.
Don't have my broken?
Yeah, you don't have it broken. Tell us why.
It sounds like we have some kind of connection. I think she likes money.
Yeah. Okay. It's a transactional connection, but I'm down.
A transactional, this was just red flag special. I don't know if this young lady was just coming on to make a bunch of jokes, but we do, I can't say too much, but a connection check-in may be coming between these two, because I heard some things from some other real ones that know these real ones, and something might have popped off. But let's go to this queen who's just blessing me so I can go get some good food tonight. Hallelujah. Lady NKC says, take a car trip before spending money on a cruise. So many people break up in those cars before they cross 2 state lines. You are preaching. That's a great idea, by the way. I think some, oh my Lord, not as much on a real one, even though I literally once and it stuck out for me and I won't forget it. But there are some instances where people on their first dates go nuts and they do these really illustrious resorts and these big trips to random places. And I'm like, that's a lot for a first date. That's a lot. And I just think that's a little too much when the first initial dates, I even may say the first 5 dates, should be all about communication, all about connecting, all about seeing, is this real one can be my real one. You won't know for sure after 5 dates, but you could at least start to feel it out. I will say there's always outliers, though. You never know what you're going to get. Some know on a first date perhaps. What's going to happen? But Lady NKC, you're dropping some bombs. Y'all need to be clapping it up for Lady NKC in them comments and just appreciating her for these words of wisdom. Okay, yeah, I would definitely agree. Before you go on the cruise, go on the car road trip for sure. Indeed.
Is he someone aesthetically that's your type?
Definitely.
Oh.
Love curly hair. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's long.
Oh, okay. There is. Okay, so let's just step on. Come on over with me. I'm gonna ask a few more questions. Don't go off yet. I'm gonna just ask a final question. So Camille, you'll be on this side. Lungi, you'll be on this side. Let's just go for it. Do you believe this could be a real one connection?
As real as it gets.
Okay. Do you believe this could be a real one connection?
Yeah, his face reaches my chest perfectly.
And you like that?
Yeah.
All right. Clap it up. We got a real one connection. Clap it up. I'm going to take that mic and go on off and go with your real one. Go do something. Oh, they shook hands. Oh, he wants to hold the hand. There you go. Clap it up for him one more time. They did it. We got the real one connection going. If that's the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one. Well, my next real one, come on down. Come on down. My next real one, how's it going? Wonderful. Would you share with these wonderful real ones your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, I'm Rena. I'm a pharmacy student in my last year. I'm getting my doctorates in pharmacy. I'm also an actor. So I'm excited to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow, we
you.
got a doctor here. Okay, well, I'm going to call you doctor. Doc.
She is currently a doctor, so congrats and shout out to that queen. She earned her doctorate, and it was so amazing. This episode, pretty much every queen that came on got a match. I think save one. I don't want to spoil it for those, but hey, you should have watched it before. But yeah, this was a remarkable episode. And it's so important for this. Okay, we'll watch a few seconds and we'll see how this queen handles these situations so properly. It's beautiful.
Doctor, what are you looking for in a real one?
Someone that loves God, someone that's very ambitious and is working on it. And someone that loves themselves and just happy with themselves. You know, I'm not trying to get you to love yourself. You have to do that by yourself.
Important. Okay. And let's try this. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, red flags, things you may not tolerate. Share with us, what are some of those things?
Ooh. Someone that's not dependable. If you say you're going to do something, I expect you to do it and actually communicate with me if you cannot. So I will definitely hold you to your word. So that will be like a deal breaker for me. Someone that's not dependable.
Makes total sense. Let me ask one more question before we go to our broken heart. You said, Pointer, I want to be on the Short King edition. So tell us why you are here today.
So I'm looking for a real one. I mean, height is important, but at some point it doesn't matter. So, okay. So I'm just here to see how it goes.
She said, at some point, height ain't mattering. And she preached. She snapped on that, as some of them are doing today. I don't really want to do it. Some say it's demonic, but she clocked that, as they say. And it's true. It's true. Your focus shouldn't be the height. I don't think that you should lead with that. A man should be a certain height. Like I keep saying, them 3'6". If you lead with either one of those, that's probably not the best way to lead. Spiritual values are the best way to lead with. If you're not spiritual, that can still be something very important to lead with, because most people on earth, the data shows, but even just the logic shows throughout history, are spiritual. Most people are spiritual. And that could mean the Holy Spirit filled, or just this belief in the universe and the stars and all these things. So it's important to lead with those values, because that can make or break a relationship. And as a lot of you know, it's funny, they used to cancel me for doing it. They used to be like, oh, this guy Pointer doesn't know what he's doing. And now, you know, there's a reason why people love Pointer a lot, because we ask religion or politics. You know, the only host to do that faithfully pretty much every episode is to ask the religion or politics piece. I didn't do it with Andy and Bernie. I was just too caught up in the excitement. And but I know that they both are aligned politically as well, as long as the religion. So, you know, keep that in mind. But this queen didn't. She did her thing. She did her thing, and you'll see that. You'll see that soon.
with the Short King edition.
I love it. Okay. And that's why you're a real one, because you're not shallow and discriminatory like some. So what's going to happen is let's walk on down, because we did get a broken heart. I can't imagine why, doctor, but let's see what's going to happen here. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Isaac, 25. You look pretty, honestly. It's just the God thing, honestly. I'm not into religion that much. That's kind of it. Not too much, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, for me, God is like almost everything to me, so it's not gonna work out.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
okay.
You look pretty though. I like the dress.
God is the joy and the strength of my life.
She's your type aesthetically.
Yeah, hell yeah, she's bomb.
You'd climb that tree.
Yeah, I climbed a tree, honestly.
All right. Aesthetically, is he someone that's your type?
I'll say you're okay. Yes,
Okay.
I would say you're okay.
All right. All right. Okay is better than not okay. Right. Let's walk it on back, doctor, because we still have 4 hearts that are beating for you. They're ready to possibly make something happen. So what I want to do is ask a few more questions that can narrow things down. Do you want to be married in the future?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you want to have babies in the future?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
It's almost like clockwork at this point, but let's figure it out. Let's step over just a little for me, Doc. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Julian, 31, and I just don't need that kind of stress of raising children.
You know what? I think like last month I looked up the cost of raising a child in the United States, and I think it's about $300,000 to raise a child until they're 18 years old. So I do not blame you. It's very expensive and it's very stressful, but I want about 3 to 4 kids. So if that's not something you're looking for,
you need a millionaire.
I'll pass.
300,000 times 4. That's enough. But she's a doctor. She's gonna be a doctor, so she's gonna be okay. Is she someone that's your type aesthetically?
You know what's so funny is I get used to, as the fans do, if you watch these shows, just like on tomorrow's episode. I'm really excited for tomorrow's episode. It's coming from a city where there's a lot of things going on. You can maybe comment and guess. You can already kind of see it's for members only. The members who are of the real one status are able to see those episodes. We've got weeks of content for the members, but it's a lot of sisterin, the lovely ladies that say they do not want children. And they have their reasons, and I cannot lie and say the reasons are not credible. But you have some brothers like J Money here, Julian, who made it very clear he does not want no babies. He doesn't want the stress. That's not normally the reason that women give, though, which is funny. Majority of times on the show, actually on this episode, and it's coming up, I'll actually skip ahead to it, where, you know what, I won't spoil it. I'll just make my point really quick, as Pointer will do. And a lot of the brothers say they want children, but this brother said he doesn't. And for the reason of he just doesn't want to be stressed. That's normally not the reason women give, which is funny. Seems like they would say that, especially with all the stress that it causes to the female anatomy and to their blessed bodies. But let's see what this queen has to say when it comes to why she doesn't want children. We're going to skip ahead from the doctor and get to this queen. This queen went insanely viral with it. Let's skip back and see where we are.
Full swing, and bringing a child, legal or not, it could be legal, I guess, but like I don't like need that paper, you know.
Okay, so open to it. You know,
The
there's
ceremony of love would be beautiful.
beautiful, and that's what it should be anyway. Now, what about? Do you want children?
No. Hard no.
Whoa.
Big hard no. Lots of cats, cows. Anyone want cows, chickens, pigs?
Those are your babies.
Goddamn.
Those would be your babies.
All right.
So we're gonna go find out why. Let me ask this though, just for the fun of it. Why do you not want children?
I think that we're ruining the earth. Climate change is in full swing, and bringing a child onto this earth would be not ethical. There's so many children in the foster care system. I would maybe adopt, maybe one day. Probably not, but I'm never getting pregnant. No thanks.
Okay, let's walk it on down.
So look at what the queen just expressed, right? So we had Julian, a queen before, saying he wouldn't have children because it's too stressful for him. And that he has the right to say that. God bless my boy. He got a real one. Bam. He actually got this real one because he doesn't want kids. But look at her reasoning. Her reasoning has nothing to do with her body, which is shocking, or the stress that it would cause. Hers is the larger implication of on a macro level, which quite is shocking when you think about it, because it would make total sense for the ladies to say, I don't want the stress. My body changes. I get bigger. I have to eat more. All of those reasons for why queens may not want to populate the earth. So it's just interesting, that dynamic, that most of the women who come on A Real One are not saying they don't want children because of what it does to them personally. They're thinking of more large scale environmental kind of things, which I think that's really important. Now we have some queens that are blessing your boy and dropping some knowledge. Let's go to this queen first. My Auntie Dina. 666 seems too toxic and no zodiac stuff for me. Auntie Dina, that's why Pointer loves you like he does, because you're right. When they started presenting the 666 ideology for what they wanted in a man, and some say 4/6s, which to me that's even extra bad, but okay. But I was just like, whoa. Can you at least make it, make it 5? Well, I guess, yeah. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look, the 666 thing. And don't get me started, please. As you know, your dear Pointer, some of you know him quite well. Don't get me started on the zodiac stuff. You know what I say every episode when they start bringing up the stars. I'll just put it like this. And for those of you, it might just be fun for some of you and stuff, but if you look into the origins of some of these things, as dear Mama Pointer would always say, if you look at the origin of a lot of the things that are done, you might be in for a surprise, or to see where it's rooted and why it doesn't align with what we that are, some may call Jesus freaks, assigned to. But what I will say is astrological discrimination is terrible. Astrological discrimination is terrible. One more time for the people in the back. Astrological discrimination is terrible. To decide you're going to date someone based off the month they're born, and then assign them to these categories and have these specific traits that they must follow, because that's what this random book said, and the book ain't even 100 years old. You know, I'm just like, huh? I don't care if it's 200, 300 years old. I don't care if it's older than the Bible. I really don't care. It's still to act like, because you're born in July, you're born in September. Oh, you act like this and you behave this way and that's how you are. That don't make no sense. And there's some people that do it for fun. There's some people that do it for fun. And they say, oh, well, I mean, I don't really mean it. But then they just keep bringing it up. I don't even have to get specific, but it went viral. Queen in Phoenix. Some of you may know who I'm talking about. It was a queen in Phoenix. And she just kept leading with, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. It's like, okay, are you anything else? You know, are you anything else? So it was just, even to me, I was just like, I kept trying to, okay, let's like revamp this, but it was just the astrology show at that point. And she got a real one. She's awesome. We're going to check in with them and see what happens. But I'm just like, wow, that's a lot of focus on some things that have no real relevance to your life. Yeah. But anyway, you know, don't get Pointer started. Let's go to this real one. This is from FELFL5ET. Thanks, Pointer, for being yourself and unapologetically truthful. Never change what you stand on. Much love. Much love to you, my real one, for helping me get something maybe tasty for dinner. I appreciate you, for real. And yeah, we got to stand on the truth. We got to stand on what's right and just helping real ones find real ones. Some of you know this, and I can say it. Pointer loves everybody. Truly, Pointer loves everybody, but that doesn't mean that we let everything slide. That doesn't mean that you can just do whatever you want and that I'm going to do backflips and, you know, whoa, whoop-de-doo. No, we have to have a backbone. We do have to stand on what is right. And there is right and wrong. People today are trying to say there is no right and no wrong, but that doesn't make any sense. Oh, my Stormberry. Oh, 2 weeks in. I love Stormberry. 2 weeks in a row. That's a connection right there. Y'all are about to connect with Pointer in a way that you haven't yet. You're getting exclusive access. We got some good updates coming too. I don't want to spoil too much, but some connection check-ins. You missed one last week if you weren't on last week's live, which was a remarkable one. Just get ready. Stormberry, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. And we just appreciate that. Thank you, Stormberry. You are a real one. Dang, okay. Some people look like, oh, they became members. Oh, man, let's play the theme song. Oh, my God. Wow, Stormberry is just blessed. Man. Yeah, we're going to make it work. Thank you, Stormberry. No, where's Stormberry? Stormberry, and thank you for welcoming me. I'm just grateful. is flowing from my heart. Okay, don't make me take you all to church. I will take you all to church.
To find out why these real ones broke some hearts. We got 3 broken. So let's start right here. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, I'm Moth. I'm 21. I broke my heart because I want a kid or something. I was also thinking adoption's cool with me, but it's in the cards.
Yeah. I hate kids.
Is she?
I hate kids. I hate kids. Yeah, that's what kind of defeated it. That kind of contradicted some of the things. I'm like, wow. So you had all these valid reasons, so that are somewhat valid. You know, the earth is not the best that it can be. It's, but as my dear grandmother would say, may God rest her soul, it was always not the best time. There's no real time in history you can pinpoint, especially if you're of a certain color and background and social status, and a certain caste. Oh Lord, God bless my brothers and sisters in India who are in the caste system and different all over the world. But as I've researched, woo, I won't get into the socio-economic. Oh Lord. Anyway, it can be tough. It can just be tough. But to say I hate kids, that is not a proper perspective. I don't care if you are the biggest God-hating atheist, all this, I don't believe anything, you know, I'm just like, wow. To say you hate kids. Yikes. What they do to you? What they do to you?
Lord. Someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
Something, poisonous tree frogs, something hair.
Oh.
Okay, understood. Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Hair, I guess. Yeah.
Okay,
Hair.
the hair.
The hair.
Okay.
I don't like his hair.
Let's take a step forward and talk to our next real one right here. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Isaac, 25, and I broke it because I want kids. I like kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she someone that's your type?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I like her tattoos, her anime shirt. Like, she looks dope, honestly.
Thank
She
you.
looks dope, yeah.
Is he someone that's your type?
He is cute. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But the kids thing, that's just a no-go. Let's take a step forward and talk to this real one. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
I'm Jesse. I'm 25, and yeah, it's the kid thing. I love children.
Is she someone that's your type?
Oh yeah, I love the hair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, you have good style. Fitted up.
Fit it up. That's how we like it. He is fresh, my boy. Okay, let's walk it on back. Now, I want to ask this question. We only have one heart left, but I got a message from you. And you said, Pointer, I want to be on the Short King edition. Tell us why you want this.
I think Short Kings don't get enough love. It gives me like Morticia and Gomez vibes. And every short person that I've dated has been great.
Okay. Very good. Well, you got a Short King right here. So we're not going to rush anything. Let's just talk. Okay. So you have your heart not broken. So name, age, why is it not broken?
Julian, 31. It's not broken because it's almost like it's me from another universe right now.
Okay. Beautiful thing.
Yeah, I love animals. I have the same view about the population and kids and the earth. Again, I mean, she has tattoos. I have tattoos.
Okay. So she's your type, straight up.
It's very much. I mean, I don't know if it's a whole package, but that package is pretty full so far.
What's missing?
We might find that out. Maybe he wants to ask some questions. Now, let me ask you this, just to save time. Is he someone that's your type?
He's cute. Yeah. Like your eyebrows.
Okay.
Got the brow.
Okay. Now, Taryn did bring up a good point. She was like, what's missing? Do you have a question you'd like to ask her to fulfill that package?
You know what? I can't think of anything at the moment, but so far it's almost like a match made in heaven.
Wow. Did you have a question for this real one?
Are you vegan?
You know, I'm open to veganism. I've actually had some vegan food some years ago. It's not too bad.
That's all I need is an open mind.
Okay. Let me ask this. Just before we establish anything, where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Let me see. I love the open ocean, so maybe like on the beach or the pier.
Is the
Or
open
maybe on a
ocean like a
boat.
restaurant, or is that you're talking about like the literal like the ocean?
You know what? It could be either or. I like, you know, I don't get seasick, so I like being like on a boat.
Like a yacht?
Well, Maybe not a yacht, but definitely a boat.
That work for you?
Sure.
Okay,
I like a boat.
let's walk them on over, and let me just ask a final question because I already asked the type. Then we got a real one connection, as you can imagine. So we got to this final queen here, and she went viral because of what this young man was saying to her. Very interesting. And I'll even ask this: do you have children?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how many?
2.
Okay. What are the ages?
4 and 7.
Okay. Stepdads unite. Okay. And would you be open to having more children, or do you not want any more children?
I'm not too sure, but
Okay.
it kind of all depends on the person, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Depends on the person. All right. We did get a broken heart, so let's walk on down. Let's find out what happened downtown. Let's talk to you. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
I'm Jesse. I'm 25, and I would love to get married. Simple as that.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, for sure. I really like the hair, and I love the red. Yeah.
Okay. Lady in red. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Let's walk it on back just a little. You still have 2 that are feeling you. Okay. So they are willing to not have babies, or they're on the fence like you, and they don't want to get married, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out some more. Let's go for an essential question. This is one that always causes a little something. Religion or politics? Do you want someone that is religious or political? Not religious, not political?
Not religious, not political.
Neither one. Okay. Interesting. All right, they're holding on, so they must agree with that. Okay, interesting. I'm going to throw it to you. Do you have a question you'd like to ask either one of these real ones to narrow down the search?
Yes. So, how do you find peace?
Let's talk to this real one. Name, age, how do you find peace?
I'm Moth. I'm 21. I think I find peace through like work and like doing things, keeping myself busy, just keeping my schedule packed and doing things that are like rewarding in the long term.
Beautiful. Let's go to this real one right here. Name, age, and answer to her question.
Isaac, 25, and I find peace by isolating myself. I don't like being around a lot of people. Yeah, because I just like playing video games. Yeah.
Very good. Do both of those answers work for you? Oh, let me borrow your heartbreaking device, my man. Do you feel you want to break a heart, or do you want to still feel it out? What do you want to do?
I think I'll fill it out a little bit.
Okay, step back for me, because I'm going to ask a really unique question, eye pointer and bold at times. Now, it appears to me, and some of the people in the comments will probably agree, there seems to be an age gap of sorts, some would say, but you are okay with dating a younger gentleman.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, you're okay with being a cougar.
I think so.
Okay, all right. Okay, you're willing. Yeah, well, why not, right? It's all about the maturity. That's all about what they got going on. But let me just check in with both of these real ones. You're okay with an age gap?
Yeah.
Okay. But he's mature. He checked one of the young ladies about that maturity. And what about you? Are you willing to date an older baddie?
I'm open-minded, totally for it.
Okay. All right. You wanted open-minded, so you got some open-minded brothers here. I'm going to throw it to them. Do either of you have a question for this lovely lady? Such a throwback. This was a remarkable episode. A lot of matches. The lineup just kept dwindling down. Auntie Dina, the queen. Oh, I work with thousands of kids yearly. They're all so cute. How can anyone hate them? They're so adorbs. Yeah. And I can understand, as someone that some of you know, Pointer's side gig, and kids can be a little crazy. They can stress you out. Yes, they can be crazy. Yes, but they're also still a blessing. They're also still the future, as Whitney sang to us so beautifully and dutifully. So I need you to not say you hate them. Okay, there's no logical reason to say you hate kids, even if you have the trauma of, oh, I was on a plane so tired and the baby cried the whole trip. A lot of the times that can fall on the parents because they shouldn't have been traveling with a little baby, but that's another topic for another time. But I need you to just not hate the kids, because I believe the children are the future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. It would be a shame for someone to hear her say that. Even I'm gonna keep it real with you. Everybody love Pointer. We have children that sometimes tap into the program. Now, I didn't say that I'm asking them to, because sometimes some people be saying some crazy stuff on here, and I'm like, I cover my ears. But you don't want the children hearing that you hate and stuff like that. So please, they're the future. But something crazy is coming up here. I remember this on this episode.
What's your ideal first date?
My ideal first date would be something to do with live music. I love going to live music and certain events, so that's definitely it.
Oh, okay. Do you have a question, my man? Are you still formulating? Okay, let's walk it on down and let's see what this question is.
Is the baby daddy still in the picture?
Is that a trick question? Am I like with him or
Yeah,
is he
like, was like, do you guys keep a lot of contact together?
we co-parent very well?
I compromise.
Yeah.
I compromise. I can compromise.
Is the baby daddy still in the picture? This young man was not playing. Is the baby daddy still in the picture? You need that boldness a lot of times. You need to keep it real. You got to ask straight up because baby daddies in the picture can make a difference, especially if they are not in the best co-parenting situation. If it is a more toxic baby daddy, that can be a problem. It really can. But they worked it out, and you're going to see. You're going to see if they connect based off even those questions.
Cool.
You don't want any baby daddy drama.
Yeah, I don't want that. No.
Could there be baby daddy drama? Is your baby daddy like aggressive, like, yo, who that new man? Or is he?
I think he's really cool.
He's really cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Cool. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Step back with me a little more. I don't want you to do too much zigzagging, but we got to start to narrow it down because the show was a real 1, not a real 2. So do you have an essential question you want to ask either of these brothers to maybe narrow it down?
Let me think. So what is your favorite type of music?
That's a good question.
If it's live, jazz.
Jazz.
Right? Favorite type of music?
I like everything, but right now I'm into Mac Miller a lot.
So hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
But into everything though.
Okay.
Did that give you an idea of who you want to break, or you're still thinking?
I think I have an idea of who I want to break.
Oh, okay. Do your thing. Okay. Do your thing.
Trying to look at it the right way.
You're good. You're good.
Before she got to popping, the queen again is blessing us, so I can maybe go get something good tonight. Kids are cute. Lucifer was beautiful, and we all know how that went. He. I love kids, but there are definitely some little monsters among them. It's true. It's true. And I won't get specific, just in case some, check out Pointer's lives. But God bless them all. We love them all. We have to love them all. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. That the Omen was probably based on a true story. That little Damien was just the devil. That little boy was the devil. So we got to watch out for those. And we still got to love them, and we got to just, as Surface said, shower them with love. Okay, that's the totally wrong content. But shower them with love, just the appreciation and the care and the compassion, because they need it. They need it now more than ever. Truly, with social media. Yeah, don't get me started. Yeah, they need it.
Oh, okay. She may not be a Mac Miller fan. You had your heart. You were holding on to it, though. Tell us why.
She looks like a sugar mama.
And you're okay with that?
Okay with that? I was perfectly fine. I was willing to compromise and everything, man. You know what I mean? Like, and she got a nice smile too. She got really white teeth.
Lovely.
I like that.
Yeah. Now, why'd you end up breaking his heart?
I hate rap music.
You hate rap? Whoa. Okay. All right. And he still would have compromised.
Yeah.
He was ready to compromise at all. My boy. Okay, but before he mentioned the rap music, is he someone that's your type?
Yes, it's a very beautiful smile.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, take a step forward with me. I'm just going to don't want to rush things too much, but we do have to narrow it down. There's one heart left. Let me just ask the straight up question. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Okay. Tell me why.
Very pretty, mature. You seem smart.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
I think the only thing that kind of bothers me is the hair. I usually do go with like shorter hair type style. So I think it's the only thing. Yeah.
Is that something you'd break a heart over if you need to? Or if you don't want to, if you want to ask a few more questions?
Yeah, I think we could ask a few more questions.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just figure a few things out. He already asked about the date, as
it alludes to. Let's skip ahead some. They actually did connect.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this could be a real one connection?
Yeah.
Oh, clap it up. We just got our final real one connection. This has been a great day. It really has. I'm going to take that mic. And do you have a heartbreaking device? Yeah. You're not going to break his heart anymore. I'll even take yours too. Why don't y'all go off and go plan a date or something? Go to a live music event. Clap it up for him. Take your lovely lady. Take your sugar mama. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Folks,
we did it. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, y'all. I really love that Short King edition, and we will have to get that love spread back out. We have some short kings that are ready. They've been religiously telling Pointer for a little amount of time now, yo, Pointer, when are you going to hook up the short kings and give us another edition? It's been a minute, and we didn't forget about you. Folks, we did it. This was a remarkable evening in a Real One history because Andy and Bernie, I'm so happy. I didn't know Little Rock was that far from Omaha, though. When we were traveling, we just kept bouncing and driving and having that fun. But I just wanted to see two real ones get together, and you're going to see more of that. These are going to be specials where some of the real ones, we've connected with hundreds of people in just a short amount of time that we've done this. Some, I don't know about thousands, but hundreds for sure, pushing 1,000 for sure, maybe a little bit over. But we want to help them because they deserve it. So if we see the connection, then we want to help them find their real one. So folks, we appreciate you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you. You're a real one. Let's just run it one more time. You know, if you are able to help Pointer get a bite to eat tonight. Because Lady NKC, she hooked her brother up, Auntie Dina, Mariah. These are some remarkable members that are helping us stay the course and helping us keep rising to the top, as Kenny Burke so illustriously sang many years ago. So if you can, hook us up with something good for dinner. If you can, hook us up on Venmo. You know, if you can, send a little on Cash App, PayPal. Make sure, I think you already did this. Hopefully you're subscribed. If not subscribed, hopefully you hit the like button. We have so much we want to do. We wanted to drop 2 episodes next week. I don't know if we did the thing. It doesn't look like it, so that's okay. But I appreciate you. You're real ones, and just continue to do what you do best, which is keep supporting The Last Talk Show. Let's play that theme. I'll do a little dance, and we'll call it an evening.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to keep looping. I think you know, the software.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Pointer knows that you love him and he loves you. Now, just remember, Jesus loves you, and Pointer does love you too. So continue to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. We're going to catch you on the next A Real One Real Time, where we might have someone new in a position. We don't really post out job alerts. We have a ton of people that reach out on the regular saying, hey, Pointer, are you hiring? And, you know, it's a vetting process of sorts. But if it's already a real one that we've connected with in a variety of ways, then hey, then we're going to get, you know, a poppin' live show. So we appreciate you. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you. Look, we got a real one connection. It's a remarkable night. We got a real one connection. I'm excited. They're chatting right now as someone alerted me as I sent out their information to both parties. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, that's great. Yes. They're chatting right now. So we might have a follow-up. Yeah, we've got to give it some time. Some of y'all want to follow up by next week, even though, you know, in some context, some get married in a week, some, you know, never talk to each other in a week. So we'll see what happens if we have an update for you. Y'all, Pointer loves you. Jesus loves you. Most importantly, have a wonderful night and don't pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop,
Wow. You know what? I am quite ashamed. I am quite ashamed of myself. Oh my Lord. I forgot. Wow. Some of y'all that stay after this is like y'all staying after for extra credit or, not detention because you're not in trouble. How dare I? How dare I forget to play one of the greatest, one of the most awesome, one of the most magnificent things that have ever been produced in the history of cinema or music or both.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection. Girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far. Just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart. And everything will be alright. You're here to find love. Not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Lean the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile. Bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. 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 Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Pop the balloon. 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 Yeah. Don't pop.
I'm so sorry, folks. I almost forgot because it was I'm really excited because it was my first time ever. So forgive me, my first time ever doing what I did this evening of connecting two real ones who were not remotely close to being in the same episode at all, and then bringing them together based on the little knowledge I had of both of them, and it was remarkable. So now we are good to play the theme, do the dance, and have a wonderful evening.
Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.